Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. What up, what up? What up, Troy? What up, Thomas? I'm doing alright. I got a lot of mental reset, I guess is the best way to describe what I did this week, so thank you for asking. Well, we got updates. I don't want to go into too much detail, but we did get some updates on his health, so thank you. Thank you, guys. Get some gloves and then we'll get ready. Alright. Make one update on the site, and then we'll be good to go. All right. Well, welcome, welcome. What up, Shaggy? Hope all is well with everybody out there. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Give me 1 second. It's giving me weird feedback about. Alright. Yeah, it was giving me this weird feedback saying that one of my buyers was unpaid, and I know he's paid for. So I was just wanting to look into that. Alright. Good stuff. What up, Donald, Thomas, Troy, Shaggy, Daniel? What up, everybody? Jeff. Let's see, one more person with the message. Jeff, what's the Jeff I got? Let me see. Okay. Jeff, was there a reason you sent me that picture? Just making sure I saw it. So Jeff, I think you bought. Let's see. You bought the football, and I think the mini helmet is the one that's on the site still. Yeah, so you bought the football, full-size football, and the mini helmet's the one that's still on the site. That's all. Alright, Stacy, I'm just getting a couple orders in here with the Cardinals and Royals. Michael's got a couple random football teams. Let's see, Justin's got the Jaguars. And Juan has the Rocks. Alright guys, I'm caught up with what's gone so far on the site, so I just wanted to make sure I was on top of those things. Pretty much everything's gone from that single jersey break, if that's what you're wondering. But I'll go over what's still out there. Alright guys. Just want to move the sold spots down the list. I have to manually do that part. Not a big deal. Alright. You're going to see a lot of open spots right there. Those are actually sold. By the way, cheers. It's Friday. No Whammy Friday. Let's go no whammies. Come on. And tonight, Perpetual, one of my all-time favorite IPAs. So looking forward to drinking some of that. Alright, I'll go over the giveaway stuff and then we'll go with what's available still tonight. Alright, so giveaways. Buy 5 or more spots, always going to get something. Tonight, 5 or more spots get you a pack of Score 2025. It's a treat pack. A Baseball 1991 Upper Deck pack. This is an Upper Deck USA Football Hobby pack. 1 in 3 has an auto or mem pack card. Actually, one out of every 2 has an auto or memorabilia card. We have a 2013 Panini Triple Play Baseball pack. And some 2025-26 NBA Hoops Treat pack. So, 5 or more spots, that'll be coming your way. If you bought 10 or more spots tonight, we're going to upgrade you. You're going to get a pack of Bowman Baseball 2021. It's a jumbo pack. You're going to get one of those Hoops 25-26 treat packs. Some Sage 2025 Artistry Football. One of those 25 Score treat packs for football. And a 2025 Donruss Gravity Baseball pack. Alright, so if you bought 5 or more, as always, something's coming your way. Alright. Daniel looking to trade. That Aikman, when you hit that was a big hit, but I knew that was potential trade fodder. The other ones didn't really know, but for sure knew that one was. Alright. Let's see what spots are available on the site. So we're going to head on over to here to dad-breaks.com. By the way, don't forget to get your picks in for this week for the Survivor League. It looks like we have about 90 people still in there. So looking good. I had Denver last week with a bunch of other people. So we'll see how things shake up this week. Alright, so our upcoming break schedule. This week we have tonight, and then I will be traveling most of next week. I'm going to be in the Philadelphia and the Lehigh, Allentown area next week for work. So our next break won't be till next Friday. And then the following week we'll have a Tuesday, Friday break. Pretty normal schedule right there. Alright, so what is available? Let's go and take a look. This is the 3-box break. It is 2 Fanatics autographed baseballs and 1 autographed baseball bat. Alright, and we have the Diamondbacks, the Guardians, the Astros, the Marlins, the Twins, and that's it, guys. Those are the spots that remain. 2 Fanatics autographed baseballs, 1 autographed bat. If you need to take a look at some of the players that are possible, it'll go based on this. So, for example, Arizona has Corbin Carroll, Jordan Lawler, Kyle Lewis. Also, Arizona would have the specialty Corbin Carroll typically. It has the inscribed Corbin Carroll and inscribed Jock Peterson, inscribed Jordan Lawler, and inscribed Kyle Lewis. So that just gives you an idea. It also has a multi-signed Jordan Walker and Jordan Lawler. So that's the way this would work, and that's by team. So we use the teams that are assigned for this. So yeah, some of those guys won't be with those teams anymore, but this is the only break I do that we actually use the assigned team from the checklist from the Fanatics. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so what else is available? We have the Centennial, the Monster Potential hits here. We've already pulled a Mike Trout autographed card here, SP, Topps Finest. So we've got 1 autographed card, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed photo. There's about 7 spots remaining going into the break in that one. Then in baseball, single jersey break. So it's a single jersey. It is, you get 2 teams for 1 price. We have the Astros and Rangers. The big Astro hit right there, obviously Nolan Ryan. We also have the Braves and the Tigers. The Braves, I believe, have more names than another name on the checklist. Plus, they have Hank Aaron. We've got the Tigers. We've got the Mets and Marlins. I always like to point out the Mets, Gary Carter here. The Marlins is an Ichiro right there. So a couple of headliners right there. Orioles, There's a Cal Ripken right there, Adley Rutschman right there. Nationals are in here. We've got the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. They've got a David Ortiz Red Sox headliner right there, and then we've got Twins and Brewers. So lots of stuff out there in the single jersey break if you're a baseball fan. Football, almost sold out of this one. This is 1 mini helmet and 2 jerseys by team here. We just have the Rams. The Rams are the only spot remaining. Everything else here sold out. And the Rams, if you look at the checklist when you get a chance, there's a lot of names on that checklist from the Rams. Alright, so that is in the 1 mini helmet, 2 jersey. We're now sold out the mini helmet by division. We had, I think it was 8 spots remaining in the Blitz box, so you'll get a random team. There'll be 4 items coming out of here. A lot of massive headline potential in that. And then we have a full-size authentic helmet. Gold Rush paired up with 1 jersey. And at this point, we just have the Saints remaining. So we have the New Orleans Saints, who do have a Drew Brees headliner right there. And then last but not least, this is a Gold Rush baseball bat paired up with not 1 but 2 TriStar baseballs. We have the Marlins, the Twins, the A's, the Rays, and the Rangers. So that's a look at what's available. And that's everything that's out there on the site. If you're interested in a spot, go take a look. Here's our upcoming break schedule as always. Alright, so right now you can see on the screen that is the break that we're going to do next. You see a lot of empty spots. That's alright. They're actually sold. I'll bring that on. And it's gonna look like this. Alright, so we have the Cardinals, the Ravens, the Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Packers, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Raiders, Chargers, Bucks. These are the people that bought those names. We're going to randomize it, okay? So we're going to take all these, put them into random.org, and the top name would get the Cardinals, bottom name will get the Buccaneers, and it'll fill in between. So we'll go in just like this. I'll hit that so you can see full screen. 7 times. I'll take Juan's name out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so Michael would have the Cardinals, and Juan, as you can see right here, Juan is going to have, June is going to have the Buccaneers. I had Juan up there earlier. We have June with the Bucks. So I'm going to go in, give me a couple minutes here, and I'm going to update this list. So just give me a moment to update everything here so that when you guys see a refresh, you'll see the correct list. Alright, what I'm going to have everybody do, you're going to give me 2 teams from the NFL. You're going to put it in the chat. If you guess correctly the team that comes out of here, you are going to get your name listed at a chance for a box of mystery. Alright, so we got Michael with the Cardinals. Kirk has the Ravens. Kirk had the Ravens and Bengals. Michael had the Cardinals and Chargers, by the way. Then we have Candace. Candace, you got the Panthers and the Browns. Alright, the Browns and Panthers. Kirk. Let's see. So Kirk got the Ravens. I don't know what I said earlier. Kirk has the Ravens, the Bengals, the Packers, Colts, Jaguars, Raiders. Alright, for Kirk. And then Houston Texans are going to go to June, as are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alright, so I have everything updated on my end. So I'll go ahead and bring that, and let's do a real refresh. Alright, you can see that refresh right there. Alright, so it's going to be a fresh case. So let me go ahead. Normally I don't like to start the night out with a fresh case because it takes up a lot of space, but you know what? Let's do it. I like to start the night out with some football. Fresh case, we'll just open this up right now. You guys are putting 2 NFL teams, 1 line. If it comes out of the box, you're going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, so that's going to be upside down. For the sake of understanding how this works, this is going to be box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is on the very bottom. Alright, so 1 at the top, 6 on the bottom. This will help us figure out which box we're going to use. Alright, so you can see that's where we were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box number 3. We're going to go down and use the third box. Alright, so it's going to be this guy. Alright, so this is the box we're going to use for this break. Throughout the entire evening, if you are new, we do giveaways all night long. So stick around. Even if you're not in that specific break, stick around because, like I said, we do giveaways the entire evening. Try to make things a lot of fun. Quirky, but fun. Alright, guys. In this first break of the night, Michael's got the Cardinals. Steven's got the Falcons. We've got Kirk with the Ravens. Welcome to the show, Kirk. Joshua's got the Bills. Canis has the Panthers. Troy's got his Bears. Kirk has the Bungles. Canis with the Browns. Gerald's got the Cowboys. Welcome to this big show, Gerald. Jeff has the Broncos. David's got the Lions. Kirk has the Packers. June with the Texans. Kirk has the Colts and the Jags. Michael's got his Chiefs. We've got Kirk with the Raiders. Michael C with the Chargers. Jay's got the Rams. Welcome back into this big show, Jay. We've got Robert with the Dolphins. Charlene with the Vikes. Kirk's got the Pats. Steve's got the Saints. Gaetano starting out his first break here with the Giants. Rick's got the Jets. Daniel with the Eagles. Charlene's got the Steelers and the Niners. Kirk's got the Seahawks. June with the Bucks. Anthony's in the action with the Titans. And Steve is sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. I'm going to call no more guesses here. We are going to start things out. We'll get Spoonie out there for a little good luck. Here we go. Big hit. Oh, yeah. Quarterback. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Alright. If you're wondering, my daughter does make those good luck charms. Dad breaks is where it's at. Alright, give that a little cut. Going across. First break of the night. Alright, so we're going to cut into this seal. See what we're pulling. I see a 1 and a 1. I see... Oh, Jackson Smith and Jigba. There we go. So there we go. Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba right there. All right, brother. Former Pittsburgh Pirate right there. All right, former Ohio State Buckeye right there. Definitely the focal point of the offense in Seattle. What up, Jeff? Hope you are doing well right now. Alright, so Seattle Seahawks Kirk on the hit. Welcome to the big show. Alright. JSA all the way. Alright, if you guess Seahawks, what up, what up? Your name is getting added here for a chance at a box of mystery. Alright, any Seahawk guesses? Alright, I could be wrong. I didn't see a single Seahawks guess. Somebody out there confirm if I'm looking at that correctly. Will I get our boxes of mystery correct? Alright, so 2 hits, 1 whammy in our boxes of mystery tonight. Nine, yeah. Alright, well that's okay. Everybody's going to get a chance here. We are going to have silver, gold, and police. Silver, gold, and police out there. Everybody that's got a guess is going to get a chance at a box of mystery. Alright, so let me go in here from Daniel all the way down. Oh, come on. Why didn't I copy? Alright. Top name, and you know what? I'm going to add... We'll add Jeff S as there. Has to be a name. Has to be a name. Jeff, I put you in there. Coming in 2 times. We're at 3. Has to be named. Won't be the guess, just the names. There's 5. 6 times. One more makes it 7. It is going to be Jeff Hawks. All right, Jeff. You're going to get a box of mystery here. All right, Jeff. Which of these boxes of mystery would you like? Gold, silver, or the police? 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, going with silver. It means you passed up on the police. Inside the police was the Prism Draft Picks 2015 Jumbo Pack, so we missed out on the chance for some autos out of there. Alright, then you passed up on gold, and inside of gold was the whammy. But not all whammies are created equal, because this was Axl Rose. Axl Rose was coming out of there. Alright, so it was a Funko of Axl Rose. Alright, that means, Jeff, you've got the silver, and in the silver is a chance for a Brock Purdy rookie. Alright, let's see if we can pull you a Purdy nice rookie. Alright, 2022 Chronicles Football Pack. Alright, there's an Alec Pierce rookie. Best last name in sports. Sam Williams. There's a Brock Purdy rookie. There you go. Nice pull right there, Brock. Drake London rookie. A Taquan Thornton. Chris Olave rookie. And a second-year clear Joey B. Alright, but you did get a Brock Purdy rookie, so not bad. Alright, guys. You are welcome. Alright. So let me go in real quickly, just get a quick update on some of the orders that just came in. Thank you guys from Joshua all the way down. You guys are kicking butt and taking names. So let me go in. June, Thomas, Charlene, Steve, David, Jeff, and Candace. Let me put you guys all in there. Candace, AFC South. I think I might have put that one in. Nope. No, I didn't. Alright, Candace grabbing the AFC South in the mini helmet. That'll set us up nicely for that break next. Jeff, you were grabbing a spot, Mr. Hawks. You were grabbing a spot in the Blitz box. David grabbing a spot in the Centennial. Steve has us the Houston Astros. Erlene going with 2 Blitz boxes. Thomas, the Saints are going to go marching home with you. June grabbing the Rams, staying close to home on that. Alright, let me just finish getting caught up here and then we're all set. We'll do some divisional stuff here with some good giveaways. Multiple winners on the giveaways here. Alright, so I am now looking at Mr. Evans. Michael Evans, I've got you in the Blitz. And I've got you in the Centennial. Blitz is almost sold out, looks like. June, I've got you with the Mets and Marlins. A couple really nice headliners with those. George, grabbing a couple spots in the Centennial, looking for some more Centennial love after that monster last week. Braves and Tigers. By the way, some of you guys, from packages from last Friday, some of it went out as early as Monday, Tuesday, and some of it went out today. I was away for a couple days with family, so I apologize for those delays, but I appreciate the understanding. Things are doing all right. You know, nothing is going to be perfect moving forward, but doing all right for my dad, so Thank you for all that have reached out and asked. Alright, guys. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Alright, it is divisional time. And I have to update the way that looks. Alright, guys. There are going to be 4 divisional breaks. Let me refresh this so that I can have that mini helmet shown. There we go. There'll be 1 mini helmet, 1 full-size helmet, 1 basketball, and 1 multi-sport. Everybody out there, I'm going to have you give me 1 NFL division. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a chance at the box of mystery. At the end of these 4 breaks, I'm going to pull all the names into random.org. 3 of them are going to get a pick of box of mystery. There'll be 4 boxes, 1 whammy, and 3 hits. Alright, so box 6 and box number 5. 5 and 6. I don't normally have the lower number out there, but for the reason 6 is on the table, 5 is behind me. So we'll go into that. 5 and 6. Like I said, 6 is the placeholder this time. 3 times there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Hey, that worked out. Box 6. We'll work with what's out there. Alright, guys. Last call on those guesses. I have Adam with the AFC East, Matt the AFC North, Candace the AFC South, Matt has the AFC West, David has the NFC East and the NFC North, Adam's got the NFC South, and Steve is shooting for the NFC West. Alright, guys. I am going to call no more guesses. Let's do it. No more guesses. Alright, it is box 6. Let's get a piece of pizza out there. So we got some pizza there. A little box, everything homemade by my daughter. Give it a little tap for good luck, actually. Like that. Box 6. This is a rip it and ship it. Rip it and ship it. Let's go. Let's go. We have a Philadelphia Eagle. Oh, Super Bowl champion. Super Bowl champion. The licks right there. That is awesome. Philadelphia Eagle helmet. I gotta look up who that is. B. Brandon, maybe? But there we go. That'll be an NFC East hit. That is going to go out to David. David, nice hit right there. That's a beautiful hit. Alright, Super Bowl champion helmet. Oh, I think it is Brandon Graham. I bet that's who it is. I bet that's exactly who it is. Let's look this up. It's Beckett, but I bet that's who it is. It looks like a B, and I bet that's exactly who it is. Alright. So we got 3 W 1 5 6 6 9 3. Alright, so we got 86795. It is Brandon Graham. Look at that. That's a beautiful looking helmet. Alright, the now retired, right? Retired Brandon Graham. Alright, Eagle logo like that, but then splits it to Super Bowl champion on that side. That's really cool. Alright, let me mark that down. Brandon Graham, David on the board. Yeah, that's a neat helmet right there. And obviously Beckett on the authentication. Alright. If you guess the NFC East, you are going to get your name added. Charlene/Mike Anderson. Michael Miller. Daniel. George, Jeff, H, That's everybody. All right, so I'm adding Mike / Charlene Anderson, Michael Miller, Daniel, George, and Jeff. If I miss somebody, let me know. But either way, put your guesses in there. If you like football, stick with the division or change it. But you have to put the guess out there again. This time, it's a football, full-size football, and it's box 1. We actually know it's going to be this box, and they sure as heck wrapped that one up big time. So that box right there will be in this break. Oh, Steve, you're welcome. By the way, Steve, welcome in. I don't know if you just joined or if I just saw you now, but welcome, welcome. All right, last call on the guesses. We know we're breaking box 1, that one right there. Adam's got the AFC East, Daniel the AFC North, Jeff has the AFC South, Michael's got the AFC West, Kelsey the NFC East, Chad's got the NFC North, Adam's got the NFC South, and Dave going for the NFC West. Alright guys, we're going to call this no more guesses. Alright guys, good luck. Alright, it's going to be this guy right here. Box 1, a little game on pizza. Game on with pepperoni. I basically eat pepperoni twice when I I don't really. I guess I eat it on a sub here and there, but pretty much the only time I ever eat pepperoni, pizza, it's like my must go to. It's like everybody's go to, or a lot of people that eat meat go to. And then charcuterie boards or some type of meat similar, salami or something. Oh, outside of that, I don't really snack on pepperoni, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I ate more pepperoni as a kid than I do now. Then again, I'm married to a dietitian, so I guess that's what happens. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I see the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, I know that. That's Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice. JSA authenticated. This thing is going... Oop, you didn't see that. That went off the screen because Rashee Rice is fast on the field and a little too fast off the field. Alright, Rashee Rice. And that is Michael Evans. Michael, you'll appreciate that one. Nice hit. I like turkey pepperoni. I do like that. Alright, so Rashee Rice. Football. Alright, and that, by the way, in case you missed it, was JSA authentication right there, and probably, where did they stick the sticker? Well, there's got to be a sticker on here somewhere. Nope, there it is. Right there in the corner. Alright guys, if you guessed the AFC West, your name's going to get added. I like turkey bacon too. I don't think too many places put it on the pizza though. But honestly, I don't think I would know. I don't think I would know. Maybe I would, but it's so good. With all the spices, it's hard to tell the difference. Alright, so AFC West. AFC West. I don't know what I was saying. But AFC West for the guesses. Alright, Mike has the hit and the guess. I see Mike. Anybody else? Oh, Dad and Will. Alright, David, I got you in there. I think those are the only two. I see Dad and Will and Michael Evans. Alright, so those are the only two correct guesses. It is time for the basketball, and just like football, there's only one up here, so it'll be the one we end up using. I have it up here, out of the screen. But box 3, this is a rip it and ship it, so it'll be box 3. Go ahead and give me a basketball division. so quickly put one of those in. While you do, I'm going to read off who's got a spot in this break here. We have Daniel with the Atlantic, Jennifer in the action here. Jennifer definitely liking the basketball, I hear you. Jennifer's got the Central and the Southeast. Chad's got the Northwest. Kelsey's got some Pacific. And Matt in the action with the Southwest. Just like that, I've read the names. Let's see if I can pull a banger out of here. Alright. I will call no more guesses, guys. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Let's go. Thomas, that's awesome. At first, I thought you said I won a puking contest. I was like, no. For Thomas, that's awesome. All right, guys, game on. We'll tap here. Box 3. Box 3. They're sealed up all the way. This is a rip it and ship it, so. Now this has a lot going on. I don't know. That might be a Shaq. Is that Shaq? Guys, I think that's Shaquille O'Neal. I'll double check. It's Beckett authenticated, but that might be a Diesel, a Shaquille O'Neal. Let me double check. To me, it looks like Shaq, but I'll double check. All right, so back in here we go. All right, we are looking at WP. That is WP 03301. Alright, and then we've got 54793. And like I said, I think it's Shaq. Oh, it sure is. The Diesel. Oh, what a hit. Shaquille O'Neal. Alright. Alright, so Shaquille O'Neal, that guys, that's going to be a Pacific hit. That'll be a Lakers hit right there. Shaquille O'Neal, Lakers, Pacific, Kelsey. Kelsey getting the Diesel. Superman, before we knew that Dwight Howard would want to be Superman. Alright, congratulations, Kelsey. That's awesome. That's a banger. All right. That. Who here guessed the Pacific? All right, let's see where our Pacific guesses are. Kyle Style. I know it's like still, but it sounds better. Donald, Joe, Dudley, Mike / Charlene, and George. All right, guys. Names I added: Kyle, Donald, Joe, Dudley, Mike, and George. Mike / Charlene and George. Missed somebody, let me know. But for our final one here of the divisional breaks, this one you're going to tell me, is it going to be an active baseball, retired baseball, active football, retired football, active basketball, retired basketball, hockey, or other? Let's figure out the 8x10. Our numbers here are 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Alright. So we've got 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 10. We'll do this 7 times for our 8 by 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box number 3. Box number 3. Alright, so it should be this guy right here, box 3. So let me go ahead and cross it out on here. We're going to put this back because we still have to use a multi-sport later. Now for our jumbo photo, which is way on your right-hand side. That one there is box 3. We also have 4, 5, and 10. So 3, 4, 5, and 10 are possibilities here. So 3, 4, 5, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5 for the 16 by 20. So let me grab that. Box 5, give me a moment. Alright, so coming on is box 5, or does it look more like that? 5. And then this one was going to be box 3. And that's upside down as well. Alright, for this break, last call on the guesses. Zachary's got anything baseball. Mark has anything football and basketball. Steve has hockey, and Mark has other. Alright guys, good luck. No more guesses. Let's see what we got. Alright, last try for the game on. Let's do this. Box 3. Box 3. Rip it. Let's go. Oh, we've seen this one. We've seen this one. Here we go. There we go. Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker. Nice pull there. Zachary, that'll be active baseball. Kyle Tucker. That is in his Astro uniform. But a very nice hit in Kyle Tucker. That's Beckett authenticated on the outstanding power left-handed all-around hitter, really, not just power. For the Cubbies now. Alright, so Kyle Tucker, active baseball. Alright, it is time for the 16 by 20. 16 by 20. This again was number 5, sealed up. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at that. Retired baseball. So we covered both aspects of baseball on this one. We have the slugger himself, Jose Juiced Up Canseco. Alright, so there we go. Looks like it's straight from a cover of Sports Illustrated for Kids. We've got Jose Canseco crushing it. Looking to bash a brother or two. Alright, that there was Beckett authenticated as well. Alright, so Jose Canseco. So both hits here going out to Zachary on the baseball. Alright, so if you said anything baseball related, your name was going to get added. Donald, going to have 2 chances here. That guy, going to have a chance. Michael Evans is going to be in there. Tom, got you in there. Jake. And Steve and Mike / Charlene, you guys are all being added. Let's see. Jeff, Mr. Hawks, got you. Ryan. Alright, that's everybody. So, I have just added Donald, that guy, Mike, Tom, Mike / Charlene, Steve, Jake, and Jeff H. Alright, guys. I am going to put 4 boxes of mystery out there. Alright, so there are going to be 4 boxes of mystery. There'll be 3 hits and one whammy. 3 hits and 1 whammy out there. Alright, so 3 hits, 1 whammy. I'll put a hobby pack in there. Let's see, let's put some good stuff. Alright, so 3 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, one of them will be a golden box. Another one will be, let's go like this. Golden egg on the far end. Golden box, shark, and flower. Alright, so I'm going to put all these names into random.org. Top 3 names, top 3 unique names. So if someone comes up here twice, we'll take the 4th name, because we want top 3 unique names. We'll get to pick a box of mystery. There's 3 times. There's 4, 5, 6, and top 3 names. Here we go. We are going to have George, Daniel, and Jeff. Alright, so George, Daniel, and Jeff, you guys are each going to get to pick a box of mystery. Alright, box of mystery. I don't care, you guys. I'm not going to ask for an order here. George, Daniel, Jeff, go ahead and pick whichever one. First come, first serve on that. Alright, so Jeff, Daniel, go into gold box. Daniel. It was Jeff Hawks. George, you're going to have to pick a different one. Gold box is already taken. Jeff, it was you. Jeff Hawks. Golden egg, you got it, George. So you have the shark. Alright, so everybody's passing up on the flower. And the flower was the Jumbo Prism Draft Picks Football Multiple Pack from 2015. So missed out on that one. Alright, Shark Jeff, you are getting the Shark. The Shark is a hobby pack of baseball. This is a extra edition 2015. Every 2 packs, Jeff, one out of every 2.5. It's a little over 2. A little less than 2.5 has an auto or mem card. So we're looking for an auto or mem card, Jeff. Coming out of here. Alright, there's a Rafael Devers pre-rookie right there. That's a great pull. Great pull, Rafael Devers. A Micker Adolfo. You have a Dakota Chalmers. Dakota Chalmers out of 150. A short print, so no auto in this one. But nice die cut. Blake Perkins and a Josh Stallment. But a nice Rafael Devers rookie right there. You'll take that all day, every day. Great pull. Alright, Jeff. Nice pull. Alright, golden egg going out to George. George, the golden egg. We have in here a Prism Monopoly basketball pack, George. Alright, so Prism Monopoly basketball. Alright, let's see what we're going to pull. How about a Nikola Jokic? A Prism James Harden, red Prism. A Cam Thomas. And a Donovan Mitchell. But a nice looking Nikola Jokic and Cam Harden Prism. Alright, those are your Prism Monopoly pack. Always a fun product to have. George. Alright, guys. This is, unfortunately, whammy! Alright, coming out of the golden box is a Hot Wheel. This is a Mario Kart Hot Wheel, though. So there we go, a little Mario Kart Hot Wheel action. Rasheed Rice says, Alright, Daniel getting a little Mario Kart Hot Wheel. Hot Wheel. Don't squeal on the Hot Wheel. Alright. Alright, I've got 4 orders since I last looked, so let me take a look at those. Jake, Tom, John, and Gaetano. Alright. Gaetano, do you prefer being called Guy? It's up to you. Let me know. Alright, Gaetano getting a spot in the Blitz and in the Centennial. I only ask because I have my grandfather-in-law's name was Gaetano, and her uncle's name is Gaetano. So, my wife's uncle's name. So I'm always aware of them going by Guy in some cases. Alright, so we've got the Commanders going out to John, as are the Centennial. Tom is grabbing the Twins. And Jake is grabbing the Diamondbacks. Alright guys, thank you so much. Let me just go in, update that so it looks nice and pretty real quick. Alright. Where's the authentic? Alright, perfect. Alright, so our next break, I feel like it's a good time. Why not? Let's do some authentic full-size football. Authentic full-size football. Guy's fine. Alright, whatever you want. That guy. I guess that should have simplified it for me, but hey. Box 91, box 91. We're going to be doing this one. Inside of here is not one helmet, but 2 helmets. One is a mini helmet, and one is a full-size authentic helmet. I'm going to have everybody out there. I am going to have you give me 5. That's right, 5 NFL players on one line. If you guess the player that comes out of the helmet or the mini helmet, you are going to get a box of mystery, and there will be 0 whammies, and I will guarantee an autograph out of everybody that guesses correctly here. Alright, so everybody guesses correctly will get something autographed in the box of mystery if you guess correctly. Now, if we don't get anybody that guesses correctly, we'll do a traditional type giveaway, but I want to see if somebody can guess this one. Alright, guys. This is box 91. We have Kirk with the Cardinals. Gilbert's got the Falcons. Larry's got the Ravens. Case has the Buffalo Bills. Steve has the Panthers. Michael's got the Bears. Jeff has the Bungles. Mike has the Brownies. Here comes Jared with the Boys. We are looking at Gennaro with the Broncos. Michael's got the Lions. Rick's got the Pack Attack. Larry's got the Texans. Jeff has his Colts. Steve has the Jags. Daniel's looking to hit a Chief. Quite literally in the Super Bowl, he's looking to hit a Chief too. Any Chief fan, anything. Ace has the Raiders. Jeff has the Chargers. Daniel's got the Rams. Rick has the Dolphins. Stacy's got the Vikes. Daniel's got the Pats. Steve has the Saints. William's got the G-Men. Dudley's got the Jets. We have Steve with the Fly Eagle Fly. Michael's got the Steelers. Christian's got his Niners. Justin's got the Seahawks. Gennaro's got the Bucks. Gilbert's got the Titans. And Dave taking his time and sitting on a commode. I'll give you guys about 12 more seconds to get your guesses in. And then we'll get into the box here. All right, friends. Let's call this. No more guesses here. Good luck, everybody. Let's crack this open, see what we got. Alright, we got a little magic here. A little Fitz magic, a little beard rub and tug. Alright, this is box 91. As you can see, it is sealed up all the way around. There's the front, there's the back, there's a cut. Alright, secondary seal right here, right there. It's got it going around on the bottom. One more little magic, little beard rub on that. One cut. That's 2. And there's 3. Alright. Let's go with the authenticity. That info. She gone. Yep, we can pull this out. There we go. Alright, let's see what team this is going to be associated with. Alright. Could it be the team he's most famously associated with? It's not. Alright, it's a team he started his season with in 2024, alright? This is a unique hit right here. Not too many people are going to see this one too often. Cool helmet. Very cool helmet. We have a Carolina Panther authentic full-size helmet coming out of here. Check this out. That's a flash alternate as well. That is Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson coming out of there. Former Steeler, former Raven, former Texan, former Brown. But on a Carolina Panther, Deontay Johnson. Full-size helmet. Like I said, not common. Not a common team associated with Deontay Johnson. Sweet looking helmet though. And then we gotta figure out the mini that's underneath it. I'm just writing down Deontay Johnson. Alright. Let's see the mini. The mini is from the Raiders. And that is a Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. So we have a couple guys, former teams right there. Josh Jacobs and Deontay Johnson. By the way, Josh Jacobs, Beckett authenticated. And Josh Jacobs has his own authentication. This is JSA authentication. Alright, so the Josh Jacobs right there. That's a Raider hit. And in this break, the Raiders are going out to Case. Case, congratulations. Steve, you're welcome. Josh Jacobs. Great running back. Right there, Josh Jacobs. And Deontay Johnson. Look at that helmet, though. That's a beautiful looking helmet. And then a close up of the SIG. And the SIG. Alright. Now, if you guessed either one of these players, you will deserve the auto. I'd be surprised if someone guessed Deontay Johnson. Not on my radars. But Josh Jacobs, certainly a possibility. Did anybody guess Jacobs? Oh, Francis! Josh Jacobs definitely on the radar. All right, Francis. I think I've asked you this before. I need to know: are you in any of the breaks? I just need to know the association. If you're not, it's okay. I know I've seen you in here. I think it's been a little while, so I just want to make sure I have whatever the giveaway is going to the right person. That's okay. I need you to message me through dad-breaks.com or eBay to make sure I have your address. All right, Francis? And make sure you reference this as well. All right. And I'm going to let you tell me which of these you would like. So, actually, you know what? Let's do a box. Let's do boxes. That's fun. That's more fun. Either way, you're getting a guaranteed autograph hobby pack. And I want to make sure it goes to you, Mr. Francis. That's cool. Gold or silver? Gold or silver, Francis. Make sure you reference that your name was Francis in the break. I want to make sure this gets to you. But you're going to tell me gold or silver. And you're going to get a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie in here. Silver it is. All right. The golden one was a 2023 Sage Hobby Pack. Guaranteed auto. You're going to love. Francis, you are going to love this hobby pack here. This is a 2020 hobby pack from the Monster Draft Class of 2020. The Monster Draft Class of 2020. Francis, let's get you a monster here. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Francis, you are looking at a Jalen Moore, a Malik Harrison, alright, Akeem Davis Gaither. How about a Joe Burrow rookie? You'll skip your auto. How about a Cam Akers is the place to be? And a Jerry, don't call me, Judy. Alright, and your auto is Carter Stanley. Carter Stanley. Unfortunately, not one of the big names. Was a quarterback from that class, but not one of the big names, but a Carter Stanley. But you did get a Joey B rookie. Alright, I'll make sure, Francis, all those cards get to you. I'll send a little few extras. Just make sure you message me and I have your address. Alright, real quick, what is available on the site? Not a ton, but I'll go over it just in case anybody's interested in a spot. This is the Fanatics. I only have 4 baseballs left from Fanatics. This is a sweet looking product. If you haven't seen it open, really, really neat looking product. I have 4 boxes, so there'll be 2 in this break and then 2 in a future break. We have the Guardians, the Marlins, the Twins, and that's it, guys. Guardians, Marlins, Twins. There's nothing else remaining from that break in baseball. Centennial, there's like 3 spots remaining in this, something like that, maybe 4, somewhere in that range. 1 huge autographed baseball card. I guess they're not all baseball, but it's a 1 premium card. Like, I know one time we pulled out of the Centennial, we pulled a rookie Tom Brady, so not technically everything is autographed, but monster pulls. We have 1 autographed jersey and then 1 autographed 8x10 photo. Jersey, it's a single football jersey break. Single football jersey break, we have 2 teams for 1 price. We have the Orioles and Nationals, the Red Sox and Jays, Twins and Brewers. Then from our Blitz, again, this one only has like somewhere between 2 and 4 spots remaining. 4 items coming out of a Monster Blitz box, all autographed. Huge, huge potential. Obviously some headlines from Tom Brady to Patrick Mahomes and everybody in between. Looking for some fun. Get a pylon out of there. There's like 2 to 4 spots remaining in that. Then the other baseball bat break. Just have the Marlins, A's, and Rays remaining in that break. Everything else, guys, sold out. And you know what? I see a Funko in our immediate future. Alright, guys, let's do the Funko break. It is 1 autographed Funko paired up with 1 autographed jersey and 1 autographed 8x10 photo. Alright, for this, in the chat, all you have to do is give me 1 letter from the alphabet. 1 letter from the alphabet. That's all you guys have to do. 1 letter from the alphabet. Hey, Francis, I am happy to be some Friday night entertainment, and I'm glad that you enjoy it. You're always welcome. Alright, let's figure out our 8x10 photo. 8x10 photo. Forgot to cross out the one we used earlier, which was number 3. Oh, we did cross it out. So we have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. You just have to put 1 letter in the alphabet there. That's all you guys have to do. Alright, I am going to go in here. We have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. This is for our 8x10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, this is going to be photo number 8. Photo number 8. And we are doing the Funko. I had to remember what break we're doing. Alright, number 8. So, it should be this one right here. Then for the jersey, I can see the jerseys. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 is possibilities here. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So 4 is the only one missing from the case. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 1, the one that's out there. Let's rock and roll. Alright, for the Funko, I've got box 1 on the table. We also have numbers 3, 5, and 6. So 1, 3, 5, and 6 are possibilities on this one. 1, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3 for the Funko. Alright, let me grab that one. So number 3, coming on. Number 1 is gone. Alright. Let's head over now to the randomizer. So you can see the list right now. If this was a 7th time, Mike will have the letter A, George would have the letter Z. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab all of those letters. I'm going to take them over into random.org. And we're going to randomize this 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. George is going to have the letter A and the letter Z on this now. Alright, so we'll go in. Let me go refresh this. And then if anybody's interested in making a trade, we have George with the letter A. Jake has the letter B. Daniel letter C. Maris the letter D. Jake has E. George has F. Candace has G. Jake has H. George has I. J. K. L. M. N. No. L. M. David has N. George has O. Michael's got P. George has Q. R. S. Michael's got T. Zachary has UV. Dudley's got W. And then George has X, Y, and Z. Alright. Give you guys about 10 seconds, any trade chatter. If not, we'll crush into these. N for B. Nope, no sorry. Alright. Let's do this. No trades. No trades. Alright, on this one, let's get Hot Dog Frank here. What up, guys? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Big hit. Oh, Hot Dog Frank. Alright, that's one of the OG good luck charms. Box 8 right here. Box 8. It is sealed. Nope. That side is the fail. That side's the grail. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Throwing it back. Bob Friend. Bob Friend, Pirate pitcher. Bob Friend is coming out of here. Beckett on our authentication. Alright, that is the letter F. George, the first hit on the night here. Beckett again on the authentication. Cooperstown collection. Bob Friend. Bob Friend, Beckett, and Cooperstown authenticated. You've got a friend in me. I have met Bob Friend many of a time at Pirate Games back in the day. Alright, Bob Friend going out to George. Box 1. Oh yeah, here we go. Hot dog, yeah. Box 1 sealed up. Secondary seal will be cut through there. Lift it up and down. Cut time. I see a 2. I see a 7. I see Jeremy Roenick on a Blackhawks jersey. That's Beckett authenticated. Hall of Famer Jeremy Roenick. And that is a George hit. George, a little friend, and Jeremy Roenick. Not everybody's friend. Alright, Jeremy Roenick. Blackhawks threads right there. Little JR love. Speaking of Jeremy Roenick, that reminds me. Give me a second here. Alright, so I had to put that in the chat. If anybody wants a spot in a 3 jersey raspberry, I have those two out there. Zay Flowers and Lawrence Taylor. Alright, this is box 3. Box 3, the Funko. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're going to cut into that area right there. Oh, I love it. Absolutely, absolutely love it. One of the toughest players to ever play the game of football. From the Pittsburgh Steelers. How about a little Jack Lambert? Jack Lambert coming out of here. Congratulations on the sweep, George. And a sick looking Beckett authenticated. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the. He's got the. Such an authentic looking Jack Lambert right there. That's awesome. George, the sweep. Jack Lambert on the Funko. Mike, I think you have the JR, huh? In the 3 jersey. Take it. Which one you want, John? We have Lawrence Taylor and Zach Flowers. They're $10 each. PayPal or Venmo. Which one would you like? Both? One. Let me know. What is the Raz? So it's basically one box of jerseys. There are 3 jerseys in it, guaranteed to have a list. LT. All right, LT. John, I don't know if you know my PayPal or Venmo is just at DP Collects, and I'll put you in there, John. Sorry, if I pull, no, I'll pull that out. I'll show you here. So we still have Zay Flowers, if anybody's interested, $10. So it's going to be this box. It's the last box from the series. The list is going to look, well, I don't want to pull the list because then once I fill that spot, it's going to be hard to refresh it. But there's going to be 4 jerseys in, 3 jerseys in here. One of them is guaranteed to come from our list of 35 players. Any jersey that comes out of there that's not from the list, we razz off to all 35 people that have spots. I bought both. Wait, you bought both? In Raz? Wait, when did you do that, Jeff? I didn't have. Jeff. I didn't. I gotta refund the LT. Which did you pay through? Because I didn't see your comment. I have to go through comments here. I didn't see a comment, so I have to give it to the whoever. So Jeff, how did you pay for it? Alright, Jeff, I will send $10 back your way. Alright, Jeff, I sent $10 back your way. Yeah, just let me know if you're interested in the spot. I just have to know. Because the first person that I saw on here, Jeff, was John, so I had to give him the spot. Alright, we'll do that break now. Well, actually, I have to figure out the giveaway first. Alright, so let's figure out the giveaway, then I'll do that break. I just have to be fair with how I do that. I sent you 10 bucks. No worries, Jeff. I sent you $10 back. Alright, so we had FLR for the guesses. So FLR for the guesses. Let's see who guessed correctly. F, L, and R. F, L, and R. Alright, so F, L, and R. That's an I. I was just checking. F, L, and R. Thomas has the letter L. And Jeff has the letter R. I think it's Thomas and Jeff. I think those are the only two. Jeff S. Did I miss anybody? Alright, I think it's going to be a battle. Top game's going to get a box of mystery 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Jeff, you are going to get a box of mystery. Box of mystery coming out to Jeff. So there you go. You got a little good luck from that anyway. Alright, so Jeff, there'll be 1 hit and 2 whammy. Or 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, Jeff. And then we'll get into that. We have silver. We have gold. And we have the police. We have gold. Silver and police. Silver. Gold. Police. Silver. Gold. Police. Going with the police. Alright, Jeff, you passed up on the silver. In the silver box was a pack of Prestige 2022. Alright, so I missed out on some Prestige 2022. Then, in the gold was the whammy. You missed out on your chance for Axel. Alright, so no Axel coming your way. No Guns N' Roses love. The police, though, Jeff. Where are my stickers? I gotta write your name twice, Jeff. Because there's not 1, but 2 giveaways in the police. There is a pack of 2012 Hit and a pack of 2023 Stars and Stripes. So let's see if we can get you a nice auto or 2. Alright, Jeff. We'll start out oldest to newest. Oldest, 2012 Hit. Alright. There's LaMichael James, former 49er. There's a Case Keenum. Case Keenum still making a name for himself around the league. Case Keenum. Nick Foles. Okay, Philadelphia Eagle fame. Chaz Powell. And Jeff Fuller. Alright, couple of quarterbacks. Long-time careers in the NFL. Nick Foles and Case Keenum. Alright, Jeff, that is pack 1. Pack 1. Alright, Jeff, here we go. See if we can get you an auto or maybe a Paul Skeens in here. All right. John Short. Braden Taylor. Noah Franco. No auto in here. Ryan Bruno. And a Prism Matthew Dallas. All right. So there's a look at your cards there. We tried. We gave you a couple chances. Unfortunately, no auto. But, Jeff, a couple cool quarterback rookies from that 2012 class coming out. Yeah, Wilson was a possibility, as was Luck. Ron. All right, guys. We'll do that 3 jersey Raz. All right, it's the only break I do all night without a giveaway, so if you need to take a break, go grab a beer or watch this if it's your first time watching, because I always tell people this is the fan favorite. It's always one of the most popular breaks we will be doing. Let's go in and let's refresh that list that now has Jeff. Oh, let's see. So it's now going to have Jeff and then John in there. So go ahead and refresh that list. You guys can get a proper look. Alright. We know it's going to be this box here. Alright. So if you want to grab a spot, still have several spots in the break as well for tonight. We've got Justin with the Allen Iverson. Jeff has Bo Nix. Michael's got Brett Hall. Daniel's got Charlie A.K. winning Sheen. Mark has Chevy Chase. By the way, this is box 3. It is the last box from this whole series. Next Friday night, you will see a new list. A new list in the 3 jersey Raz. Alright. We have David with Dan the Man Marino. Justin with the Worm. Troy's got Dick Butkus. Mark has Emmett Smith. David's got Fernando Tatis Jr. Jake has Frank Thomas, the late night commercial man. We've got Daniel with the Fonz. David's got Jamar Chase. Rick's got James Cook. Mike has Jeremy Roenick. We've got Rick with Jim Kelly. Mike has Joe Mixon. David's got the GOAT before we knew what a GOAT was, Joe Montana. Jake has Johnny Smokes. Jeff has Larry Bird. John has Lawrence Taylor. Jake has Michael Penix Jr. Roman's got the best last name in sports, Paul Pierce. Justin's got Peter Rose. Daniel's got Randall Cunningham. Roman's got the killer and me, Ray Lewis. Andy's got the whole Red Sox championship team. Justin's got Ricky 420. Troy's got Slam and Sammy. We've got Daniel with the Sandlot cast. Anthony's got the Diesel. Roman's got Sean Kemp. Justin's got Trey Young. Roman's got Vincent LaRusso. And Jeff has Zay Flowers. Alright, any name that's pulled out of here that's not on our list will be razzed off to the entire list. So, say we pull out of here a Frank Thomas. Jake's going to be happy. He got a big hurt. But then say we pull out of here, I don't know, Wandy Peralta. I don't know. Wandy Peralta's not on our list. I was going to say something else. But that name would be razzed off to our entire list. In all 35 chances, James would have a chance, including that Frank Thomas. All that mumbo jumbo has been said. Let's get a good luck charm. All right, let's dial it up. We got our cell phone right here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, box 3. There are 3 jerseys in here. You just sealed up the 3 jersey Raz. All right, Razzmatazz. Our first jersey, not going to be on our list. Not going to be on our list. But this is a Hall of Fame hockey player. He won, like 6 Stanley Cups, I believe, in his career? 5 or 6. Brian Trottier. Brian Trottier coming out of here. This is a New York Islander jersey. Brian Trottier. Alright, so that is JSA authenticated. 4 cups with the Islanders and I believe 2 with the Penguins for the legendary Brian Trottier. Alright, so we'll razz off that. The next one, this guy liked to get liquored up before a few games. That's if you ask Peyton Manning. We have from the Indianapolis Colts, Mike Vanderjagt. Alright, so Mike Vanderjagt is going to be coming out of this one. Got the field goal. Looks like he's making that one. Didn't happen against the Steelers. JSA authenticated, Mike Vanderjagt. Alright, our next one is a hit, and man, is this a nice hit. Alright, his dad played a little game as well. from the San Diego Padres, or the Slam Diego, we have Fernando Tatis Jr. All right, Fernando Tatis Jr. coming out of here from our list. All right, so in this break, Fernando Tatis was David. David, there we go. Donald, hey, take care. You stay healthy as well, my man. Thank you for joining us. All right. Fernando Tatis going out to David. Nice hit, David. And William. And Thea. All right, there is Fernando JSA authenticated. All right. The Vanderjack and the Trottier are going to be razzed off, all right? So we got a Hall of Famer, and we got liquored up. Our kicker gets liquored up before he goes out there. All right, all 35 names going into random.org. The top name on the 7th time is going to get the Trottier. The second name will get the Vanderjack. Well, all right, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Charlie Sheen is going to get the Trottier. Jim Kelly is going to get the Mike Vanderjack. All right, so Charlie Sheen gets Trottier. Jim Kelly gets Mike Vanderjack 7 times. All right, so Charlie, a.k.a. Winning Sheen. Daniel, you're going to get the Brian Trottier. There we go. Congratulations on the Trots. And then the Jim Kelly is going out to Rick. Rick, you're going to get the pretty cool looking Mike Vanderjack on the JSA authenticated. All right, let me mark these down. Wait, Mike Vanderjack is 55 years old? Where the heck did time go? I didn't realize that he was that much older than me. Well, he hasn't played in the league since 2006. It's been 20 years. What the heck? Alright, Vanderjack went to Jim Kelly. Alright, so Jim Kelly. And then Trottier went to Charlie Sheen. Alright, and then obviously Tatis. Alright guys, congrats. That is good to know, David, and congrats. Alright, there are 2 orders that came in since I last checked. Let me go in, update my list on those. Ronald and Mike. Thank you, guys. Mike getting a blitz. 1 blitz spot remains. Actually, no blitz. Ronald got the last one. Ronald and Mike got the last 2, I should say. I don't know who got which. Let me go in and see. Ronald got the last one. Alright, so we're sold out in the blitz. Alright, so where are my baseball guys? Because that's all that's left. Baseball. Baseball's my guys here. Alright, I know football season has started, but let's see what is available real quick in baseball. Alright, in the single Gold Rush Lumber Edition bat and 2 TriStar baseballs, we have the Marlins and the A's and the Rays. Marlins, A's, and Rays available. Centennial. We have the Centennial. It's 1 massive card, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed photo. There's like 3 to 4 spots, something like that, left in that. In the other bat, it is 1 autographed bat, and 2 Fanatics authenticated and autographed baseballs. We have the Guardians, the Marlins, the Twins. That's it. So those 3. And then last but not least, the single Gold Rush jersey. You get 2 teams for 1 price. The Orioles and Nationals, the Blue Jays and Red Sox, the Twins and Brewers. You can get in this for as little as $10. So good stuff in there. Every team obviously has hits. Most of these have modelable hits. So take a look, see if any of those interest you. With all of that said, I think it's time to do a football break. And I gotta make sure that the Jets, why are the Jets not listed? Who bought the Jets? I just gotta figure out who had the Jets here. The Jets were going out to Rick. So that's why I had to check. Alright, let me refresh that momentarily. This will be the single jersey and Gold Rush full-size helmet break. You guys, I liked how we did this earlier. I want you guys to give me 5 players from the NFL. 5 players. If you guess correctly, you're going to get a guaranteed autograph item. Alright, so we'll do that. Guaranteed autograph again on this one. Alright, so we have box 1 as a placeholder. And we know we're going to be breaking box 3 as a jersey. It's the last one from the case. So we know we're breaking this jersey right there. We don't know what helmet. We've got boxes 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4 for our helmet. This is the single traditional autograph helmet, not the authentic helmet. So 1, 2, and 4. 1 is our placeholder. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 4. Let me go grab that. It'll be box number 4. Alright, so that is box 4. It's a little fainted, but you can see. I don't know why it's fainted, but it's just the color, I think, of the marker, because that's the one harder to see. Alright. So, jersey 3, helmet 4. Alright, guys. In this break, Spot Mojo. We've got Jake with the Cardinals, Michael with the Falcons, Rick has the Ravens, Mike has the Buffalo Bills, Steve has the Panthers, Kirk's got the Bears, Jeff has the Bungles, Mike has the Brownies, Shaggy's getting jiggy with it with the Cowboys, Jeff has the Broncos, William's got the Lions, Mark has the Pack Attack, William has the Texans, George with the Colts, Rick has the Jags, George has the Chiefs, Michael's got the Raiders, George with the Chargers, Mark has the Rams, Shaggy's got the Dolphins, Mark has the Vikes, Kirk has the Pats, Jake with the Saints, Jeff has the Giants, Rick has the Jets, Michael's got the Eagles and them Steelers, George has the Niners, Kirk has the Seahawks and Bucks, David has the Titans, and Mark taking his time as he sits on the commode. Alright guys, I'm going to call no more guesses here. Let's go. Alright guys. Let's use... Life is like a box of mystery. Autographed item, you never know what you're going to get. Alright, Forrest is going to call out a biggie here. Box 3, jersey 3. Candace, Mike, Thomas, I got you guys. You're all in there. Alright, this one you just give a subtle cut up top. See some red. See some red. See a 1. I see a 5. I see Michael Crabtree on a 49er jersey. Alright, so that is Beckett authenticated. Michael Crabtree. San Francisco tree. Alright, so Michael Crabtree on a 49er. Alright, George. George gives a little Michael Crabtree love. What a great college player he was, too. Alright, Beckett authenticated. Alright, guys. Box 4. Box 4. Here we go. Sealed up all the way around. Front, back, side. Watch it glide. One cut. There's 2. Box 4. Just turn this around. Alright, let's see. Let's see who's got this team. Alright. We have from the Indianapolis Colts. Look at this. Indianapolis Colts. Quarterback Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson coming out of here. Alright, so we have an Anthony Richardson Colts helmet. Fanatics on our authentication right there. Fanatics authenticated. Anthony Richardson Colts helmet. Jeff. Troy, did you get charged for a Colts? Or for a Bears? You sure did. You sure did. And it'll be coming up later on tonight. There's an authentic one coming up later, Troy. Alright. George Anthony Richardson. Alright, that, again, Beckett on our authentication. AR. The interesting thing, alright, when a team gives up on a quarterback, they often trade them. They haven't traded Anthony Richardson, which to me has said that they haven't given up on him. But the way Danny Dimes played this weekend, they're not moving to him anytime soon. They really want him to do it, to perform. And we'll see. Jake, you know what though? He in that last Funko night, he didn't get that Funko. But Jake, the hit he got with that Mike Trout, I think made up for it though. Still, that Mike Trout was awesome. Yeah, he's very young, Jeff. I agree. They definitely have it for him still. All right, no Richardson or Crabtree guesses. All right, no worries. I am going to put 2 boxes of mystery out there. Alright, 2 boxes of mystery going to be out there. Give me a second. 1 hit and 1 whammy. 1 hit, 1 whammy. Alright, everybody that put a guess in is going to have a chance. 1 hit, 1 whammy. We're going to have a shark and we're going to have a butterfly. As long as you put a guess in. You're going to have a chance here. Alright, it has to be a name. So like Daniel would count. Dad Will Cards would count. Dad Breaks would not. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Candace, you're going to get to choose a box of mystery. There's 1 hit and 1 whammy out there. Alright, which break? We did this one right there. Alright, Candace, let me know, butterfly or shark? Jeff. Butterfly it is. Alright, shark. we're going to skip the shark, or you're going to pass up on the shark. Inside the shark was a really nice pack of Topps Resurgence. So unfortunately you missed out on the hit. Alright, Candace. How big are your feet? Because you got a whammy, and your whammy says, hoo-ah! The Godfather. Oh, look at that. The Godfather. A pair of Godfather socks. Hey, you're going to get a pair of socks from the Godfather. Alright. Candace, the Godfather, says, bang. Daniel. Hoorah! I'm not even that movie. Alright, let me go in, take a look at the orders that came in since I last looked. Alright, I see Daniel, Jake, and Michael with some spots. Alright, Michael, you've got the Oakland Athletics. Thank you, Michael. Jake's got a spot in the Centennial. Daniel's got the Red Sox, Jays, and Centennial of. And you, yes, you. Who's he talking about? Me, yes, you. You are going to buy the next spot in the big hit. Well, I don't know if anybody's going to do great against that Denver defense. The question mark is how good overall is that Denver offense. That defense is stubborn. I'll be right back. Let me grab a beer. Actually, before I grab a beer, we did football there. I gotta do football because my baseball's not selling because you guys gotta buy a couple more spots. Please. Alright. 1 mini helmet. Not one, not two, but 3 items. So 2 jerseys, 1 mini helmet. In the chat, give me 5 NFL players again. If you guess correctly, this time it'll be a box of mystery, guaranteed really nice prizes, not guaranteed auto, but really nice giveaways. No whammy if you guess correctly. Not only will they be good, they are good. They have more wins than any other team in the NFL. My brewski in hand. Alright. Jerseys, I have an odd number because of that basketball Joe Dumars jersey they did. So we've got jerseys 3 and 4 on the table. I also have 5, 6, and 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 are the possibilities. If you like these breaks, feel free to hit that like button. Don't know what the heck that means, but everybody always says that, so I do too. I mean, I know it means you like the video, but I don't know if it means anything other than that. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's too many 5s. And 8. That's a 9. There we go. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, 3 is going to stay out there, but 4 is going to be replaced by box 8. Alright, box 8. Grab that one. And if you don't see your name on here and there's a blank spot, I'll get it refreshed here in a moment. So please thank you for your patience. There's box 8. Box 4, adios. Alright. Mini helmet. We have box 1 on the table. We also have 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, and 12. So 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 11. Box 11's coming on. 11, 1. Alright, guys. Let me refresh that list. Alright, we have Jake with the Cardinals. David. The Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike has the Buffalo Bills. Michael's got the Panthers. Juan's got the Bears. Michael's got the Bungles. Maris has the Browns. Jared's got the Boys. Jeff has the Broncos. Matt has the Lions. Welcome back, Matt. Damien's got the Pack Attack. Mike has the Texans. Christian's got the Colts. Just in time for a hit with the Jags. Michael's got his Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. Dudley's looking for a Charger hit. June's hitting West with the Rams. Steve's got the Dolphins. Michael's got the Vikes and the Pats. We have Candace with the Saints. William with the Giants. David's got the Jets. Steve has the Fly Eagle Fly. Michael's got the Steelers. Steve has the Niners. Michael's got the Seahawks. Case has the Bucks. Anthony's got the Titans. And John's taking his time sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Let's go. Alright, so we've got 3, 8, 11. We will go in that specific order. And why not? A little beard magic never hurt. Get that juice all over it. This is box 3. Alright, guys, good luck. Seal it up. Seal it all the way around. This is, yep, give it a cut, then pull the heck out of it. There we go. Oh, look at that. From the 49ers. He's hurt right now, but we have wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk. Beckett on our authentication. A great blocking receiver. Good receiver, too, obviously, but great blocker. All right, that is a 49er hit. Steve. Very nice hit right there, Steve. Brandon Ayuk. Again, Beckett on your authentication. Sure looked like he was going to be a Steeler at one point last year, didn't it? Alright, box 8, looking great. Here we go, sealed up, Beckett authentic. Beckett, that last was Beckett, this is RSA sealed. And seeing some green. Oh, dun dun dun. We have Jaws right here. Ron Jaworski. Jaws. That is a Youngstown State Penguin, a.k.a. Philadelphia Eagle. Ron Jaworski. Steve, congratulations. Double hit for Steve. Ron Jaworski. And he used to live not far from where I live. I mean, like 45 minutes away from where I live, but in Youngstown. Not anywhere near the time that I did, though. What a smart football mind Ron Jaworski is, and was, but is as well. Talked a little too much on his broadcast, but brilliant football mind. Box 11. Front, back. Let's go. One cut. There's 2. There's 2. Alright, we are looking at... Oh, this one is saucy. I can tell already that's got to be, yep, Sauce Gardner. New York Jets. Look at that Eclipse helmet right there. The Sauce Man. Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner coming out of there. Eclipse helmet for the Jets. David, that's a hat trick for you tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Congrats, David. The only thing, Thomas, about Jaworski as an announcer, he talked too much for a color analyst. I felt like he was much, much better at breaking down film than he was a Sunday night broadcaster, Monday night broadcaster, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I didn't think he was bad. I just thought he talked a little too much for the role. Unbelievable at breaking down film, though. Unbelievable. All right, Sauce Gardner. Right. Personal opinion, Ron Jaworski, though. And I'm not trying to bash him because I think he's unbelievable. It's what he has the ability to do. Alright, guys. I had Sauce Gardner, Jaworski, and Ayuk. Did we have anybody guess? I saw Garrett. Yeah, Garrett. Sauce. No Saucy. No Ayuk. Alright. Didn't see any correct guesses. If I missed somebody, let me know. Tony. Oh, I thought you were going to say, so does Tony Bruno. I was like, wow, that is a reference right there. Philly reference. Tony Romo's, I don't know. I really still like him as a broadcaster. I really do. I know he does talk too much as well, too. But I've never seen anybody break down live play action like he does during a game. Yeah, I agree with that. He's too smart. Brian Leaf is actually tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. That's a good call. Alright, didn't see any correct guesses, so I'm going to put together some fun stuff with this one. Alright, I'm going to put together 4 boxes, alright? 4 boxes. There'll be 2 whammies. Alright, 2 whammies and 2 hits. Alright, 2 whammies and 2 hits. And I'm going to tell you right now that you are going to really like the hits. Really like the hits. You might not like the whammies. Alright. We're going to bookend it silver and gold with the police and the shark. Greg Olson's really good, obviously. We can talk about that, but no one gets to hear him. Terry Bradshaw, he doesn't know anything, though. Like, compared to everybody we just mentioned, Terry Bradshaw's, like, terrible as a color guy. He's good in the studio. Terrible color analyst. I don't know if you've ever seen him do color. He's terrible at it. Boomer was a good color analyst. Not great, but he was good. Terry Bradshaw's not good at it at all, though. I like Terry Bradshaw. Alright, top name. Going to get to pick a box of mystery. 2 hits. Wow. Wow. I just copied and pasted. You guys can see how I do this. There we go. There's 1, 2. It has to be a name. There's 3, 4, 5. There's 6. Top name. Let's go. This is going to Jeff. Alright, Jeff. You are going to get to pick a box of mystery, as promised, Jeff. There are 2 hits and 2 whammies. 2 hits and 2 whammies out there, Jeff. Pat Summerall was terrific. Yeah, former player and so he had the perspective of a player and announcer. Moose wasn't bad. Dennis Miller. Oh. I actually liked it. He wasn't good at it, but he actually was funny. I liked it. But I like Dennis Miller, so. The words that Dennis Miller uses in commentary in general just crack me up always. Alright, Jeff, you went with silver. That means you passed up on this guy right here. The Shark had a 2020 hobby pack with a guaranteed auto, so you missed out on that. Then, the Police had the jumbo pack of Prism with 4 packs of cards in it, with a good chance at autos from that. You passed up on 2 whammies. 2 whammies. The gold whammy was Axl Rose. Axl Rose Funko. So you missed out on an Axl Rose Funko. That means you got the other whammy, Jeff. And in the whammy, you are going to be able to give your daughter a surprise Lilo and Stitch. Surprise Lilo and Stitch. I will leave this sealed. Jeff, you can give your daughter this. It is a Lilo and Stitch. It is a plush. It is a clip-on plush. Your daughter might love it. Hopefully she likes Lilo and Stitch. If not, I apologize, but that is your whammy, Jeff. A little Lilo and Stitch love. And this is still sealed. Like I said, I'll leave it up sealed for you to give to your daughter. Troy, I loved the OGs. Frank Gifford. Well, I mean, okay, so Dan Fouts. Okay, so Dennis Miller. Cheers, Jeff. Oh, I know. Some Funkos are worth an insane amount. I have one that's actually a really rare Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit from Disney, that's actually worth a lot. And I just got it because I really like Oswald. He's a unique character in Disney. He's the only character that Disney ever traded for. It traded an announcer. We're talking about announcers. Alright, check this out. Oswald Lucky Rabbit trade. I'm just going to type that in. And check this out. How ESPN swapped Al Michaels for a cartoon rabbit. So my favorite rabbit, my favorite Disney character is Oswald. Walt Disney created him before he created Mickey Mouse. And this is before he even owned Disney yet, the company. So years after he had passed away, they traded, after they lost Monday Night Football, Al Michaels to NBC so that they could get Oswald, and it talks about it here. I just think it's a fascinating story, and it goes right in line with what we were talking about with great announcers. So, because I definitely would include Al Michaels. You might not like him now, but the stuff he did in his career is legendary. Legendary career, whether you liked him or not, legendary career. Collinsworth is so knowledgeable, but his nostril nosy, so good at it, but so, yes, I agree. Alright guys, real quick, I'm going to go in, just show you what's available on the site. I know you guys are not liking my used car salesman pitch, but I'm at the point where I gotta sell a few spots, so why not? Anybody at this point that buys 2 or more spots, I will give you a pack of baseball cards. We'll do a pack of, what do I got here? Pack of Prism baseball. Prism 20, I don't even know what year this is. 2021 Prism baseball. I'm just going to show it on screen. I've got 3 packs of it, so anybody that buys 2 or more spots, For every 2 spots at this point you buy, I will give you a pack of Prism 2021 baseball. Alright, so what again is available? I went to the site, dad-breaks.com. There is 1 Gold Rush Lumber Edition baseball bat and 2 TriStar baseballs. We have the Marlins and the Rays. So for 15 bucks you can get 2 spots and a pack, just saying. We have 2 or 3 spots left of the Centennial. I'd have to look exactly, but 2 or 3 spots left of the Centennial. 1 massive card, 1 autographed jersey, 1 autographed photo. The other bat break is of Fanatics. 2 Fanatics authenticated baseballs, 1 autographed bat. We have the Guardians, the Marlins, the Twins. Those 3 spots remain. And then in the 2 teams for 1 price jersey break, we have the Orioles and Nationals. I see Cal Ripken right there. We have the Twins and Brewers. So that's it. That's everything. Like I said, I'll give away a couple free packs of Prism baseball for every 2 spots you buy at this point. Alright, so that's a look at what's available if you're interested in grabbing a spot. Okay, so that is all out there. Let's do football. Let's do the authentic football break. Alright, authentic football break time. Oh, Chuck Norris FUNKO's fun. Vince Scully's my favorite announcer of all time by far. So Jake, that's by far my favorite announcer. There's nobody even close. Actually, I'm not a Dodgers fan. Earl Hershiser is actually my favorite living color analyst. When he worked on ESPN, he was unbelievable. He's too smart for the game. He's a Tony Romo of baseball announcing for me. But no one told a story like Vince Scully. Greatest storyteller in sports broadcasting history is Vince Scully, and I could talk all day long about that. Alright, 1 helmet, 1 jersey. Let's figure out the jersey first. It's a brand new case, so I'm just going to go in. Well, the top one will be box 1. The bottom one will be box 10. I'm just going to go through, use random.org to figure out which one we end up... Nope, that's not how you do it. Figure out which one we end up using. Alright. For this, I'm just going to have you guys give me 1 NFL team. You don't need to give me players or anything. 1 NFL team. If it comes out the jersey or the helmet, you are going to get a chance at the box of mystery. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1 time. 2. This is for the jersey. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so we're going to use jersey number 4. Number 4. Sorry. Alright, so I'm just going to go in. This was 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Pretty simple with that. 4th one down. For the helmet, it's actually the same numbers that we had for the other one. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4 for the helmet. So 1 is on the table, 2 and 4 are the possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 1, the one that's out there, is the one we will rock and roll with. Alright, Jeff bought 2 spots. Jeff, Mr. Hawks, left, center, or right? Which one would you like to do, Mr. Hawks? You have the Rays and the Marlins. You can pick a pack. I will give you a pack. Thank you for buying those 2. And anybody else that's interested, same deal for you guys. Mr. Hawks, if you'd like, you can pick a pack here, left, center, or right. Middle, you got it. I'll have 2 of these left. Anybody else buys 2 or more spots? Alright, Jeff. You are going to get a Pavin Smith. How about a Vladimir Guerrero right there? Vladimir Guerrero Illumination. A Nolan Gorman Emergent. Nolan Gorman. And a Sammy Sosa. Slamming Sammy Sosa. And that said tier 2. I don't know what the tier stuff means, but tier 2. I don't know if that's a... I really don't know what that meant. I saw that in the back and I thought that was interesting. But a Pavin Smith rookie, Vlad, Nolan Gorman, Sammy Sosa. Pretty good pack. Alright, Jeff. Thank you for buying those spots again. Jake, you get to pick a pack. There were 2 spots purchased by Jake. Jake, go ahead and pick your pack. Let me go ahead and have Jake do that, and then we'll, no matter what, even if anybody else buys a spot, I will go and do our breaks next. But I want Jake as a Twins and a Centennial. If you want to do left or right. Alright, Jeff and Jake. Oop, thought I put your name down. Jake went left. Alright. This one's still out there. One more pack remaining for anybody that buys 2 more spots. I think there's more than 2 left, so if you want to get a free pack, get in on that now. Alright. There's a Kyle Hendricks. Trevor Larnack from the Twins, rookie. Frank the Big Hurt. And George Brett, legendary. So this doesn't say tier 2, but this one I saw says tier 2 as well. So I'm not sure what those mean. Maybe they're Hall of Famers. That could be, because when this product was made, I don't think Frank Thomas was a Hall of Famer yet, but George Brett might have been. Not sure. Alright, Jake, those coming your way. Alright, guys. When I was calling those guesses, if anybody else bought a spot, I'll get to that in a moment. Who had the Saints? I gotta figure out why I don't have that listed. Oh, yep, Saints are in here. That was Thomas. Thomas, I got you. I'll refresh it. Hey, you're always welcome, guys. Alright, in this break, we have Daniel with the Cardinals, Michael with the Falcons, William with the Ravens, Kirk has the Buffalo Bills, Rick's got the Panthers, Troy's got the Bears, Jeff has the Bungles, Mike has the Brownies, Eduardo with the Boys, David's got the Broncos, Christian with the Lions, Charlene's got the Packers, Rick's got the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, Ernest with the Jags, William with the Chiefs, Michael's got the Raiders, Anthony's got the Chargers, Raymond's got the Rams, Steve has the Dolphins, Kirk's got the Vikes and the Pats, Thomas has the Saints, Rick has the Giants, William has the Jets, Michael's got the Eagles and the Steelers, Mark has the Niners, Kirk has the Seahawks, Daniel with the Bucks, Rick has the Titans, and Steve on the commode. Alright, let's get Magic out there. That beard looking juicy. This is sealed up. We'll give it a cut across the top. See what we're rolling with. Oh. Don't want to cut into the jersey. There we go. I see a 1. I see a 3. All right. That is Mr. Moore. I think it's a Cardinal jersey. Moore. What was his name? Moore Cardinals. Oh, jeez. Rondale Moore, yeah, always injured. Rondale Moore, right? Is that him? Well, that's number 13, so I don't know if that's a Rondale Moore. Alright, I'll look this up. Because Rondale Moore, I think, was number 4. I'll look it up, because I don't think it's him. Does anybody else know? Rob Moore. Oh, it could be Rob Moore. I'll look this up. Rob Moore sounds right. Ooh, that sounds right. Alright, we have a Beckett authenticated jersey here. Alright, let's type this in. we have W119099, and that is 7365. That is Malachi Moore. This is an Alabama jersey. Where's Malachi Moore at these days? Alright, Malachi Moore. Jets. Jets. Alright, so we have Crimson Tide, and he is a New York Jet. Alright, Malachi Moore, New York Jets. Alright, William. This is an Alabama jersey, Malachi Moore. Alright, so Malachi Moore, number 13, Beckett authenticated. Alright, so that is a Jets hit. Alright, William. Cooler than Rob Moore. Spoken from a guy that would have got Rob Moore, so touche. Alright, box one on the full-size authentic helmet. Gold Rush, authenticated all the way around. Here's our front, there's our back. There's one cut. There's a second. One more makes it three. Alright. That is backwards to keep our suspense going. Full size authentic helmet. Authentic helmet time. Here we go. Oh, very nice hit right here. Very nice hit. Look at this. Dallas Cowboy, Hall of Famer, DeMarcus Ware. Look at that. Lunar Eclipse authentic helmet, Hall of Famer, DeMarcus Ware. That's a nice lid right there. Cowboys on the banger. Eduardo with a nice hit. Eduardo, long-time breaker. Back in the action. Got a couple hits in the last couple of breaks, too. Alright. DeMarcus Ware. Alright, Cowboys and Jets for the guesses. Cowboys and Jets. I don't know if I ever put no guesses, so. Oh, we did. Alright, George had the Cowboys. Cowboys and Jets. Dad and Will had the Cowboys. Alright, David, got you. Alright, it's going to be down to those two. I just see David, aka Dad and Will, and George with the correct guesses. Alright. Beckett on the authentication. So you said, why would DeMarcus Ware? You look at his career. He played a lot more seasons with the Cowboys than he did with the Broncos. Did end his career. I think Super Bowl 2014, was that a Super Bowl year? Super Bowl champion. What year? Was that 2014? 2015 season. I was off by a year. All right. Alright, guys, it's going to come down to those two. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's put these together. It is, who's it? There's Dad and Will. George. Alright, Dad and Will and George. There'll be 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, 2 hits and 1 whammy. I have them out there. Gold, silver, and flowers. And George and David and Will, you will have a chance. Alright, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, it's going to be Dad and Will. Alright, David, you're going to get to pick a box of mystery. Alright, David, and we just did this break. We have gold, we have silver, and we have a butterfly. Alright, David, go ahead and let me know which one you would like. Alright, going with the gold. Alright, David, that means you passed up on the butterfly. The butterfly had a jumbo 4-card pack of Prism Draft Picks from 2015, so we missed out on that. Then you passed up on silver. Silver had not 1, but 2 packs of cards, so a 2012 pack and a 2024 Gravity pack. Alright, David. That means you are getting stuck with the whammy. Alright, coming out of here is a Herb Welch. Herb Welch from Saturday Night Live. We were talking about announcers. I figured I'd go with the Saturday Night Live announcer himself, Herb Welch, and do a Funko giveaway of Herb Welch. So there we go. Congratulations. Herb Welch coming your way. Alright, David, and you were talking about Funko, so that worked out well. Cheers. Tell William, cheers, and no whammies or only good whammies. Alright, it looks like I have Christian, I owe you a pack of Prism here. Thomas, I'm going to give you a pack. I'm out of Prism, but I see you got 2 spots as well. Christian, you are going to get Miami and Cleveland. Miami, Cleveland. Alright, Christian. Mr. Edwards, that is your pack right there. That was the last one. Thank you, Christian. Now, Christian, these are the pack. This is the pack everybody else passed up on when they had their choice of free giveaway. So, Christian, what did they leave you with? They left you with a Jorge Guzman rookie, a Edward Colina rookie, Anderson Tejada rookie. All these rookies, nothing huge, unfortunately, so far. And 4 rookies. Cody Whitley. All right, 4 rookies. Nothing huge, but hey, anytime you can get 4 rookies in a pack, you're always going for it. Jorge Guzman, Edward Colina, Anderson Tejada, and Cody Whitley. Alright, so there we go, Christian. Those are your cards. They'll be coming your way. And then, Thomas, I do owe you a pack. Don't have a ton of baseball up here. I'll do a pack of Chronicles, Thomas. This is Chronicles 2023. Thomas. You bought 2 spots as well. I was out of Prism, so we'll do this for you. Thomas, this is your pack. Let's see if we can get you something. Watch this be the big one. Alright. Turn those around. There is a Holt Wheelam. Sparky Anderson. Who's that? That is Spencer Miles. Spencer Miles. There's a Cole Young from the Mariners. And last but not least, Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin, Hall of Fame shortstop from the Cincinnati Reds. Alright, Thomas, those will be coming your way. Thank you for grabbing those spots. Traded for the axle. Alright, let me put Thomas's spots in there. Thomas, I've got you Centennial and Orioles Nationals. Does that sound right? Yep, Orioles Nationals. Alright, and Centennial. Alright. Centennial time, friends. We'll do the Centennial. It is going to be one. Actually, yeah, we'll do Centennial. I said it, we'll do it. 1 photo, 1 jersey, and 1 Centennial card. Jersey 3 and 8 are the possibility here. 3 and 8. I'm going to have everybody just give me 1 letter from the alphabet for this. 1 letter from the alphabet. Let me hit the right one. Alright. Before I do that, let's figure out what letter is everybody's going to get. So, because I don't have it and I don't want to refresh it now. Alright, so if this was a 7th time, Daniel would have the letter A, Thomas would have the letter Z, but we're going to refresh this 7 times. See what everybody's going to get. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Steve's going to have the letter A, and Jewel is going to have the letter Z. Alright, let me copy these. And then I'm going to take us over back into this. I'll paste it, and we'll do a refresh. And this will tell us what letter. Alright, so that's the letters. You guys can see those letters right now. Alright, for the jersey, I have box 3 on the table. I also have 8 as a possibility. 3 and 8 are possibilities here. 3 and 8, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, let me swap that out for jersey number 8. Alright, so 8 is going to be in this break. Jersey 8. Jersey 3. Alright. Then for the photo, we have every number except for 1, and let's see which one I'm missing. I didn't cross it out, so 6, 7, 8, 9. We have every number but 10. So let me just cross out 10 on my cheat sheet. Alright, every number but 10. Seven times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to go with photo number 9. Photo number 9. Alright, so I'll cross out 9. Alright, so it's going to be photo 9. Now for the Centennial, we have every number but number 6. Every number but number 6 for the Centennial. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Number 1. Alright, so it's number 1. It's this guy right there, number 1. Alright, so 1, 9, and 8. Alright, so you guys are giving me 1 letter from the alphabet. That's all you guys had to do for this one. And it looks like we might have... We still have the Twins and Brewers spot. Everything else I think might be sold out, except for the Twins and Brewers spot and the baseball jersey break. So just a heads up on that. I'm just looking at something on my end. Alright, so you're giving me one letter from the alphabet. Alright, perfect. Alright, we have Steve with the letter A, John the letter B, Daniel letter C, Thomas has D, Jake has E, F, G, Jeff has H, Daniel has I, Candace has J, Maris has K, June has L, David has M, Mark has N, Michael has O, Candace has P, Jake has Q, let's see, June has R, Daniel has S, Jake has T, Mark has U, June has V, George has W, X, Gaetano's got Y, and Jewel has Z. Alright, guys. Gaetano, aka Guy. Gotta remember that. No more guesses, friends. No more guesses. We've got baseball on the docket. Why not? Good luck. Squeezable baseball as a good luck charm. Let's start out with the photo. Alright. Good luck. Box 9. Box 9. Photo 9. We have young pitcher right there from the San Francisco Giants. I haven't heard much of him this year. Last year I heard a lot of him. I don't know if he got hurt. Hayden Birdsong. Hayden Birdsong from the San Francisco Giants. This is the letter B. The letter B. Hayden Birdsong. Giants fans out there, did he get hurt? I really haven't heard much from him this year. Or maybe I haven't been paying close enough attention. But Hayden Birdsong from the Giants. Alright, so let me mark that down. Alright, jersey 8. Jersey number 8. So again, just a little cut across the top. Seeing some pinstripes. Seeing some pinstripes. The cock. Because the Doc is in. Doc, a.k.a. Dwight Gooden. New York Met jersey. Beckett authenticated. The letter G going out to Jake. Jake, congratulations, Jake. Doc Gooden. Doc, a.k.a. Dwight. That is a Beckett authenticated Doc Gooden. Alright, Doc Gooden. Congrats, Jake. Off the Schneid. Alright, here we go. It's Centennial time. I'm going to do a Centennial break next Friday. Remember, next break is not till next Friday. And I will have stuff up within about 2 minutes of our break ending tonight for next week. So just a heads up on that, if you're interested. Have it all ready to go. Centennial will be a football break next week, though. So it'll be a Centennial. And I only have about three more Centennial football spots remaining. So we'll do that next week. Alright, secondary seals that. And then we have to rip this golden boy. Alright, here we go. We are looking at an autograph. Oh, this is a letter no one was thinking was coming tonight. You were not thinking this letter was coming. How about a Joey Votto? Joey Votto, look at this. Look at this. This is a patch. And on-card auto, this is number 10 of 10. Is this a National Treasure? This is Topps. I don't know why it said National Treasure. It's clearly authenticated. Topps certified. Look at that. Patch, Joey Votto on-card, RPA. Look at that. 10 of 10. That is sick. Certified Tribute, Topps Tribute autograph patch card. Is it? Wow, that's awesome. Joey Votto, the letter V, the letter V. And that's fun. All right, June. Joey Votto. Is he driving school buses yet? Remember he said he could do that when he retired? Oh, Jeff, that's cool. Congrats. Yeah, it's a sweet looking card. Congrats, June. Hey, we always talk about the odd letters. Joey Votto coming up big for the letter V there. Alright, we have John, Jake, and June. The J is coming up big on this one. So the letters are going to be B, G, and V for the giveaways. B, G, and V. You guessed any of those. B, G, and V. Oh, Ron with the letter B and Steve with the letter G. Alright. Steve and Ron going to be battling this one out. Alright, let me put together your giveaways here, guys. There'll be 2 hits and 1 whammy for Ron and Steve. Ron and Steve battling it out here. Alright, so we have gold, silver, and shark. Gold, silver, and shark. And I don't think I missed anybody. Say that 5 times fast. I can't say anything 5 times fast. Alright, Steve and Ron. Steve and Ron, Steve and Ron, Steve and Ron, Steve and Ron. I know it's not what you asked, but I wanted to prove I could say something 5 times fast. Alright, 7th time. Here we go. This is Steve. Alright, Steve, you get to pick a box of mystery. Alright, Steve. You have a choice of gold, silver, or shark. Gold, silver, or shark. Let's go, Steve. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Silver, and you're welcome. Alright, you passed up on the shark. The shark had a pack of Optic Baseball. Alright, so the optics were looking good on that one. Then you went silver, so you passed up on the gold. Oh, it was a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie. Could have been 1 auto or 2 autos. 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos. So you missed out on that. So you got the whammy. And there's a Funko in here. Look at that. It is Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is coming your way. Look at that Funko whammy. Ted Lasso coming your way, Steve. Congratulations. That whammy is coming your way. Alright, Steve. Right. Alright, let's do Gold Rush. Alright, let me make sure I can refresh this page. Alright. Thomas, I saw you bought that last spot. Thank you very much for closing it out tonight. I will take care of you when I mail stuff out your way. Alright. Let's do the Gold Rush baseball bat and 2 baseball break. Alright. For this, give me on one line 5 baseball players. 5 baseball players, one line. It's 1 Gold Rush. It's this bat. This is bat number, we know it's the last one from this whole series I have. Bat number 4. I do not have any more from this series. I do have 2 cases of a new series, but no more from this series. Okay, so just a heads up on that. Now we have baseballs 4 and 5 as placeholders. So we know it's going to be bat number 4. Now we have baseballs 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 as possibilities. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Top 2 numbers, 2 baseballs we'll use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 8 and 9. 8, 9. Because he was hungry. Alright, so 8 is here, 9 is there, and 4 and 5. Alright, guys, put a little baseball note out there for us. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Mark has the Orioles, David has the Red Sox, Troy's got the Cubs, David's got the White Sox, Rick has the Reds, Shane's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, Juan's got the Rocks, William's got the Tigers and the Astros, Michael's got his Royals, Jeff has the Angels in the outfield, Charles is in charge of the Dodgers, Jeff has the Marlins, Mike has the Brewers, Tom has the Twins, Mark has the Mets and Yanks, Michael's got the A's, Daniel's got the Phillies, David's got the Pirates and the Friars, Zachary's got his Giants, Case has the M's and the Cards, Jeff has the Rays, Joshua with the Rangers, Mike has his Jays, and Rick is sitting with the Nats. Alright, I'm calling no more guesses here. Calling on the guesses. Calling on the guesses. Alright, good luck. Baseball duck. Quack, quack. Christian, I got you. There's 8. There's 9. There's 4. Alright, guys. Box 8. We are sealed up all the way around. Give it a cut. Give it a rip. I will show you that secondary seal right there using the magic of lights. Camera. And here we go, some action. Maybe. I'm not sure where he's at right now, but is this... Oh, this is a World Series baseball. This is cool. Alright. Rawlings, TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. We have, look, it's 2022, but there's no team on here. So, it says David Hensley. David Hensley coming out of here. Is he still an Astro? David Hensley. I don't know what team David Hensley's with anymore. He is playing in the Mexican League? What? Alright, he is out of professional baseball. Alright, he is playing in the Mexican League. So it's going to be based on his career statistics. Alright, so career statistics for David Hensley. Only 29. Yeah, Marlin there. But it's going to be based on games played. Alright, based on games played here. And we are going to go Houston Astros here. Houston Astros World Series champion in 2022. David Hensley. David Hensley. Look at that OPS in 2022. Don't look at these other years. Games played, David Hensley. And he's in the Mexican League, so All right, David Hensley going to the Houston Astros. That is William. William, congratulations. No Stros? No, it has to have team. It would have had to have team on it. The requirements are it has to have a team. If there's no team, we don't go. We go by games played. But it was an Astro hit anyway. Yeah, you have to set boundaries and rules, and that's just where we went. We went with like logos like that. It has to be a team. Is the only definer. Inscriptions and only way we define it as a definite is by team. Everything else would then be games. All right. Baseball number 9. That's my first David Hensley. Just pulling that one out. Alright, so we are seeing a seal. Well, if you see one there, you got good eyes. Now you can see one because I was showing the wrong side. Goes up to there. Quack, quack. A lot of writing on that. Oh, here we go. I don't know if we've ever pulled him on a baseball before. Rawlings authenticated. Major League Baseball 1985 NL Rookie of the Year. Vince Coleman. That's a fun one. St. Louis Cardinal on the hit. Case. Vince Coleman for the hit to Case. Nice hit, Case. Vince Coleman. Very nice. Speed Demon himself. What a legendary base stealer Vince Coleman was. Alright. It's bat time! No, bat time! Quack, quack. Alright, so this is the side they want us to open it on. It's number 4. That is the knob. Here is the barrel. Alright, let's cut into the knob side. Any Vince Coleman guesses? If you get Hensley, you get into the Powerball, I'd say. Coleman was definitely a guessable player, though. Alright, that signature looks familiar. Alright, we have a double hit. A double hit. How about this? We have second baseman, third baseman from the St. Louis Cardinals. We have Nolan Gorman. Nolan Gorman coming out of here for the Cardinals. Alright, so back-to-back hits to Case. Nolan Gorman coming out of this one. Congratulations, Case. That bat is coming your way. Mike, really? I actually don't know about that. Is there video of it? You should email me or message me a video, a YouTube video if there's a video of this. I actually don't know about that. That's really funny, though. Did he get a bad injury? I'm assuming you know this because of the bad injury. I still think Nolan Gorman's going to be a nice Major League Baseball player. I mean, what is he, like 26, 20, 25, 26? I just think the guy got to hit a little bit better, but he brings a solid glove out there, and no matter what position, second, third. I like the guy. I know he's never performed to the level people thought he would, but I guess that's the disappointing is you see what he can do and then he just doesn't live up to it. I actually did not know that. I feel like that's a stat I should have known, or information I should have known. I was only 3 in 85, but it's information I feel like I should know. Thank you, Mike. Alright, no Nolan Gorman. Any Vince Coleman guesses. Alright, nobody with a correct guess. Let's do... Alright, here's the deal. There are going to be 2 whammies and 1 really nice giveaway. Alright, 2 whammies, 1 really nice giveaway to somebody. Alright? Yes, 2 whammies and 1 really nice giveaway. Alright, so you will have your choice of golden egg, golden box, or silver. 2 whammies, 1 really nice giveaway out there. All you had to do is put a guess in. That's all you had to do. We'll just take the top name 7th time. Has to be a name, can't be just a guess. If it'll work. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Rose, so we're going to move to Jeff. Alright, it had to be a name. So, guess this would have been tied to somebody's name. So, we're going to go with Jeff. Jeff, you are going to get a box of mystery. There are 2 hits and 1 whammy out there, Jeff. So, go ahead. Let me know which one you would like. 2 hits, or 1 hit. There's only, 1 hit and 2 whammies. So, odds are not with you. And that's a hint. Odds are not with you. So, Jeff Sandhofer. Going with the egg. Alright, Jeff. I'm going to tell you right now, passed up on this one. I never done this, but you know, it's kind of funny. Because inside of there is another box of mystery. And inside the babes was a pack of Hunger Games cards. You missed out on some Hunger Games cards. Ooh. Maybe your daughter likes the Hunger Games. I don't know. I did not. I did not like it at all. You passed up. Whoop, 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 whoop. You passed up on the golden box. And in the golden box was the big one. The big one right there was the Guaranteed Autograph Hobby Pack. It's at least 1 auto. Could have been 2 autos. Alright, Jeff. This whammy is coming your way. And you know what? Your daughter might love this. In fact, she might already have some of this. But she's going to get her own very own Mini Brands Create ball. So we'll send this your way, Jeff. I think I might have mailed you one of these before already, but you'll get another Mini Brands Create ball, and I hope your daughter enjoys this one. Got a couple fun giveaways to give your daughter, Jeff. Alright, so Jeff, those will be coming your way. It's all good. I was only telling you about the Hunger Games one. I didn't tell you the hint about the good one. I was giving a hint about Hunger Games. So you missed out on the one you didn't want, so that's the plus, I guess. Alright, guys. Let me refresh this. It is going to be one autographed jersey. For this, guys, give me 2 Major League teams on one line. 2 teams, one line. So I have to do 2 teams, one line, 1 baseball jersey. We have jerseys 1, 2, and 3 actually remaining from the case. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 is out there. There are 3 breaks remaining. This one, the other bat, and then we will end it with the Blitz break. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Baseball jersey number 3. Number 3. Let me grab that one. Number 3. Adios, numero. Woo! 1. Alright, guys. In this break, we have Jake with the Diamondbacks. George has the Braves. Thomas has the Orioles. Daniel with the Red Sox. Cadence has the Cubs and Chi Sox. Jeff has the Reds, the Guards. Jake has the Rocks. George has the Tigers. Joshua with the Astros. Stacy's got the Royals. Joel's got the Angels and the Dodgers. June's got the Marlins. Thomas has the Brewers and Twins. June's got the Mets. Joel's got the Yanks. Zach's got the A's. Daniel's got the Pirates and the Phils. David's got the Friars. Zach's got his Giants. David's got the M's. Stacy's got the Cards. Joel with the Rays. Joshua with the Rangers. Daniel with the Jays. And Thomas sitting on the Nats. Alright, guys. I'm calling no more guesses here. Good luck, everybody. Let's get our championship ring on there. The little glitz and glamour. Ooh, shiny. It's shiny. Alright, box 3, guys. Good luck. Secondary seal. Well, use a sharp pen. That works better. Cut into this. See what we got. We have Chucky Knobloch. Chuck Knobloch, and that is a Twins jersey. That is last spot of the night. Karma there, guys. Well, very last spot of the entire evening sold. It's Minnesota Twins right there. Chuck Knobloch, 1991 AL Rookie of the Year. Congratulations, Thomas. You picked up a nice one there. Beckett authenticated Chucky Knobloch. All right, Thomas. Alright, Thomas. Alright, did we have some Twins guesses? We do. Jeff and Steve. Alright, Jeff and Steve going to be battling this one out. Alright, Jeff and Steve. I'll put together the boxes of mystery here for Jeff and Steve. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy for Jeff and Steve. Sid, where's the lid? There it is. There it is. Alright, so we are going to have police, we're going to have silver, and we're going to have trash. Alright, so police, silver, and trash are going to be out there. Alright, it's going to be Steve. I'm just going to put Steve and Jeff. I'll just type your names. Steve, Jeff. Alright, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jeff! Alright, Jeff, let's get off the whammy schneid, Jeff. Alright, let's do, we did, this was this break. Alright, Jeff. Will it be gold? Or will it be police, silver, or trash? Police, silver, or trash? Let's go, Jeff. Police, silver, or trash? I don't know what that is. Is that police? Silver? I don't know what it is. Jeff? Oh, I went with Jeff's on. Pieces silver. Pieces silver. Hey, Thomas, can you... Silver. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Jeff. You passed up on the trash. And inside the trash was a jumbo pack of 2020 Topps Baseball Series 2. That's a nice pack right there. Alright, so you missed out on that. Silver, I think. Alright, then you passed up on the police. Inside the police was an autographed 8x10 baseball photo. So we missed out on an autographed 8x10 baseball photo. Alright, Jeff. It has been your night to get whammy after whammy. Whammy! We have seen this one come and go many times, but no one has got it yet. You are getting a fruit cocktail. This is actually a whole thing of sticky notes. You can give this to the wife. Who knows? Maybe you'll use it. This is a whole thing of fruit cocktail sticky notes. And guess what? This bad boy is coming to Alaska. Alright, Jeff. Two more breaks, guys. Yeah, you become the whammy king. King Koopa. Alright, 2 more breaks remaining, friends. We have 2 autographed Fanatics baseballs and 1 autographed bat. For this break, I need you guys to give me 5 Major League Baseball players. 5 baseball players on one line. Alright, it can come out of either baseball or bat. Alright, for the baseballs, on the table we have boxes 2 and 3. 2 and 3 right there. We also have 5 and 7. 2, 3, 5, and 7. George was ready for this. 2, 3, 5, and 7. If you stick around, I will guarantee everybody that guesses correct in the last one I'll give away. There's 2 times 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So 3 and 7 will be in this break. 3 and 7. Alright, so let's grab box 7. Alright, here is box 7. I'm going to replace its poker counterpart, number 2. So we've got 3 and 7. Alright, for the bat, I think there were 4 bats. I have box 1 on the table. 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 4, 5, and 6, it looks like. So 1, 4, 5, and 6. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6. Let me go grab box number 6. Alright, coming on box 6. Alright, box 6. Adios, numero uno. Last call on the guesses. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks. Michael has the Braves. Richard with the Orioles. Joe has the Bo Sox. Daniel's got the Cubs. David's got the White Sox. Jeff has the Reds. Christian's got the Cards. Marcellus has the Rocks. David's got the Tigers. Steve has the Astros. Michael's got the Royals. Jeff has the Angels. And Joel has the Dodgers. Christian's got the Marlins. David with the Brewers. Jake has the Twins. Dudley with the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Angela's got the A's. Steven's got the Phillies. Joel with the Pirates. Maris has the Padres. Zachary's got his Giants. Jared with the M's. Case with the Cards. Gilbert's got the Rays. Jared with the Rangers. Marcellus with the Jays. And Candace has the Nats. Alright. This is one of those breaks I actually have to go over a rule here. Alright, so if you go look here, this is the only break I do where if we pull a baseball, we use the important. This break has one specific rule unique to this specific break. The baseballs will be awarded to the team designated by the team on the checklist provided by Fanatics. So Juan Soto is a Yankees hit, but Cody Bellinger is a Cubs hit for baseballs. For the bats, we use our traditional team and games played rules as provided down below. So we will reference this if we're not sure. The checklists that are on here, we will reference these if we're unsure what team this will go to. Just a 4-1-1 and reminder on the heads up. Alright guys, no more guesses. Good luck. Fun product here. I only have, these are the last, I have these two and two more, and that's all I have. We'll see if they do a product a deal like they did. Basically, I was able to get on a small discount. Otherwise, my pricing literally that I have for you guys is cost. Would be cost based on it. So I hope they do it again in the future. It's a fun break. Very fun break. Alright, this is box 3. We are going to slide this off. Very cool box. Opens up like that, and this slides out. There's a black in here, and we'll see who's in there. Alright. There's a Rookie of the Year. Alright, we actually mentioned this earlier as an example. Alright, we have Fanatics authenticated. Now, the player won Rookie of the Year not with the team this is going to be awarded to, so it's always good to go with who this is listed as. We have Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis, 2020 AL Rookie of the Year. Kyle Lewis. But we go by the checklist, and Kyle Lewis was listed as an Arizona Diamondback. Arizona Diamondback, because I actually used that as an example earlier. Alright, so when we reference back, signed Kyle Lewis, Arizona. So Arizona on the hit right there. So Kyle Lewis is going out to Jake. Jake, congratulations. Kyle Lewis, coming your way. Alright, Jake. 2020 AL Rookie of the Year, Kyle Lewis. What a cool looking product. Jake. Alright, baseball number 7. Squeeze the love out of this one. Let's go, let's go. Fanatics baseball. Unwrapped. Under wraps. Here we go. Ooh, I gotta see what team they have him with. Alright, I gotta see the team. Gotta see the team. Alright, Fanatics authenticated, Major League Baseball. How about a little Kyle Seager? Kyle Seager. Alright, do they have Kyle Seager with Texas? Alright, let's go in Texas. This Kyle Seager. Wait, that's Kyle. This would be Seattle, right? Yeah, that's the brother. That'd be Seattle, right? Kyle is Seattle. I'm thinking of Corey, but it's Kyle. The older brother, third baseman. Oh, yeah. That's Seattle. So, we didn't... The other Kyle was Arizona. These guys actually would have been teammates. Kyle Seager and Kyle Lewis would have been teammates with Seattle during Kyle Lewis's rookie season. Alright, Kyle Seager is a Seattle Mariner. That's my bad. Thinking of Corey there. Alright, that is Jared. Jared, congratulations on the hit. Either way, Jared was getting a Mariner. You were getting a Seager either way here. Alright, so this is Kyle Seager coming your way. Jared? Jared had Texas and Seattle, so either way, he was getting a Seager. Wasn't going to be involved music, though. Not one of those Seagers. Alright, Kyle Seager. Coming your way. I'm going to mark that down for Alright. Now it's bat time. Bat time. Alright, this is bat 6. Bat 6. So they want us opening it on that end. I'll show you this end down here. It's all good. Number 6. Alright, so as I knock it, let's use Josh Bell's a good luck charm. Why not? Alright, so we got to cut, maybe. Put a lot of tape on here. Is that the right end? This end. There we go. And that. Yep, there we go. Adirondack. Alright, there's a name on here. Oh, look at this! Look at this! We have from the Detroit Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. That's a nice hit, Kerry Carpenter. And that too is Fanatics authenticated, actually. So another Fanatics hit. Kerry Carpenter. Nice hit, Detroit Tigers. There we go. Nice power hit and out. Plays several positions, DH, outfield. Kerry Carpenter. He's played third base, first base. Where has Kerry Carpenter played? He's best at DH. David, there we go. Kerry Carpenter. That's a fun hit right there. Alright, Kerry Carpenter. I'm going to guess no one guessed Carpenter, though. No. Seager. Seaver was good. Alright, no one's the correct guess. Those are tough ones to guess. One more. There's one more break, Jeff. I don't know. Did you buy, Jeff, into the, we have one more break, Jeff. Did you buy into the, what's it called? To the, Blitz box? We have the Blitz break still, Jeff. Yeah. Ron's got it. Alright, let me do the giveaway here. We got one more giveaway. Let's do this giveaway and then we'll do the final break of the night. Right. I am going to do 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy on this. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy. We have silver. Oh. Silver, gold, and shark. And as long as you put a guess in, you're going to get a chance here. One more break. We have the Blitz to follow. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Thomas. All right, Thomas, you are going to get to pick a box of mystery. All right, Thomas. We have gold, shark, and gold. All right, Thomas, you passed up on the shark. Inside the shark was a pack of Topps Baseball 2023. then I think you passed up on the whammy. Whammy! Meow. You sure did. RoboCop! Alright, so you missed out on the RoboCop whammy. Alright, Thomas, no RoboCop. Thomas, that is going to leave you with a chance for a monster here. How about a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie? Could have 2 autos, could have 1 auto and 1 mem. Alright, Thomas, let's see what's coming out of here. Alright, Jeff. Jeff. Thomas, let's go. Alright, looks like you have 2 autos in here. Alright, looks like 2 autos on card on one of them. Alright, let's go. Here's an Aaron Zavala, Oregon card, numbered on 999. Gordon Graceffo. I don't know Gordon Graceffo. Here's a short print right here, die cut. Tyler Hardman out of. This is very short. Let me see. It's hard to read. Out of 20. That's a nice short print out of 20 right there. Die cut. How about a Milwaukee Brewer on card? Russell Smith auto on card. One more auto coming your way. Russell Smith and Eric Rivera. Coming out of here from Los Angeles. From Angels. Eric Rivera. Alright, so Eric Rivera is your best one right there, I'd say. Zavala's a good player. Alright, Thomas, couple nice cards, couple nice autos coming your way. Congrats. You are welcome. No trades, stitch whammy. As much as I love you, Jeff, I can't do that. But I do love you. Alright, guys, one more break. That is not the break, it is this one. Don't worry if you don't see your name just yet. I will refresh that here in a little bit. Alright, guys. We know it's going to be Bliss Blitzbrox. Is the other one from the case that we did. You guys, for this, all you have to do is give me one NFL team. If the team you give me comes from any of the 4 items we end up opening, you will get a box of mystery. Everybody gets a box that guesses correctly. Alright, so, and there will be 0 whammies to end the night. Everybody's going to get something nice to end the night. Thank you. Jeff, do you have a spot in this? Hey, have a good one, Jeff. I appreciate you. You have a nice package, set of packages coming your way though from last week, so appreciate it. You're the man. I'm on the other side of that beating, so you can blame me. I'll take the beating. All right, guys. If this was the 7th time, Daniel would have the Cardinals and Ronald would have the Commanders. But it is not the 7th time, and we are going to hit random 7 times. Tottenham gets the Cardinals, Spartan gets the Commanders. Everything in between will just be copied and pasted and figured out that way. There's 4, there's 5. We're at 6, one more makes it 7 times. David's getting the Cardinals, Candace is getting the Commanders. I'm going to copy this, and then that will go in, and I'll refresh this momentarily, so don't worry. If you guys want to make a trade, you're welcome to. Can't say it'll show up correctly on my end, but it'll be welcomed. Alright, David, you've got the Cardinals. Guy has the Falcons. Michael's got the Ravens. Joshua has the Buffalo Bills. Charlene's got the Panthers. Jake has the Bears and the Bungles. Larry's got the Browns. Kirk's got the Boys. Mike has the Broncos. Jeff has the Lions. Joshua with the Pack Attack. Mark has the Texans. Jeff has the Colts. Daniel with the Jags. Maris with the Chiefs. Mark has the Raiders. Jake has the Chargers. Daniel with the Rams. Joel has the Dolphins. Jeff has his Vikes. Candace with the Pats, Kirk with the Saints, Steve has the Giants, Mike has the Jets, Larry's got the Fly Eagle Fly, June's got the Steelers, Jeff H with the 49ers. Jeff, you have a spot, see? You have the 49ers. Jake has the Seahawks, Ronald with the Bucks, Shirlene with the Titans, and Candace is sitting on the commode. Jeff, you could still get out of that, that skunkaroonie. Ron, do I have an M after your name? I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Ronald. Hey, it's you, Ronald. I don't know. Let me double check to make sure I didn't. Hey, I type a lot of stuff in here. I probably, yep, it's Ronald B.O. B.O. It's all you, Ron. It's not going to let me refresh correctly, so on my end, here, I'll show you what it looks like on my end. So just so you know, I updated it on my end. It's not going to refresh, just the way that they need to do an update to OBS. They haven't done it yet, so that's why you won't see it, but it's Ron B.O. my end. Alright, anybody want to make a trade? Anybody making a trade? I'm seeing a lot of chatter on the trade. I'm going to call no more guesses, and then that way I can know to stop looking at all this chatter for trade. Alright, 10 more seconds. Not seeing any, by seeing a lot of chatter, not seeing any deals. I'm not sure if Larry's in the chat tonight, Daniel. Alright, I'm going to call no trades. A lot of good chatter, a lot of good questions, but no trades. Wait, there is a trade. Bills. There is, okay. Bills for Jags. Alright, Daniel's trading the Jags. Okay. And Joshua, you're good with that deal? Joshua, I'm just confirming you're good on that deal. Bills for Jaguars. Going once. Going twice. It's sold. Alright, Jaguars. Daniel. And Bills. Alright, Bills for Jags. Alright. I got you guys. Let's see if it'll actually refresh. I think it actually will. Alright, it did. Mike, you had 2 spots. Let me double check. Widow. Well, Mike, don't tell me I screwed up on all this and everybody's... Well, you got more than one spot. Crap. I see Mike W. Well, who did... Well, let me just take a look here, Mike, and see whose spot that I have you in. Someone's got an extra spot, and this is my bad. So, guys, bear with me a moment. This will help guarantee you some nicer prizes. Oh, yeah. Ronald's got a spot. I'm mostly looking to see one thing. Just bear with me. There's one person I want to make sure. Otherwise, I'll just refund you a spot here, Mike. I might have given someone a free spot. That's probably what I did. I just want to make sure on one thing. I might have mistyped it, and that's what I'm just double checking on. Yeah. Okay. So you see, there's a Mike Bo. That's you. That's what I thought. So Mike Bo, you have the Denver Broncos as well. There's no Mike Bo. That's what I thought it was. I don't know where that came from, but you're the Denver Broncos as well. All right, Mike. So sorry about that. So you have the Denver Broncos. So it's not going to let me update, but Denver Broncos, it's not Mike Bo. It's Mike W.I. Sorry for that confusion, and thank you for calling that out. Alright, guys, I'm going to open it up. We're going to get into this. Good luck, everybody. Sorry about the confusion there. Game on. I hope we get some monster pulls in here. So, obviously, we are sealed up. This one's heavy. Something in there. And our mat is all over the place. Okay. There's two. And three. Alright. Well, might as well show you what we see first. And the signature looks familiar, but I don't remember the name. We have a touchdown pylon. Touchdown pylon. There's the auto right there. This is Beckett authenticated. Does anybody remember that signature? I know we've seen it before. Oh. Alright, so this is Beckett authenticated. Alright, let me go in and type this in. Alright, so we got 1 W 5 7 1 6 8 2 7 3 2 7 2. I know we've seen this name before. Antonio Gates. Alright, Hall of Fame tight end. Antonio Gates coming out of there. That's a Los Angeles Charger hit. Jake. There you go. Antonio Gates on an autographed touchdown pylon. Very cool. Congratulations, Jake. That's a nice hit. Alright, Hall of Famer Antonio Gates. Oh, Dad and Will, you knew that. Alright, next one. Not with this team, and this guy's been traded a lot in the last couple of years. But we have a Steelers hit here. Kenny Pickett. Yep, Kenny Pickett. Alright, Beckett authenticated. This will be a Steelers mini helmet. Kenny Pickett. Alarita. Alright, so the Steelers, Kenny Pickett going out to June. Hey, June, that's coming to you. Kenny Pickett's in Las Vegas with you out there, so that's a nice pull. Congrats. That works out. Kenny Pickett. Mini. And then Jake with the Chargers. I got to put that in here. Antonio Gates. Pylon. Alright, here we go. From the Atlanta Falcons, we have quarterback Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix Jr. on a Beckett authenticated jersey. Michael Penix Jr. Very nice. Alright, Atlanta Falcons. Gaetano, Guy, there you go. Is Guy still here? He might have had a jet by now, but... Jake. That's funny. Alright, guys. This is photo time. The last item of the night. 16 by 20 photo. Sealed up all the way around. We just had a Penix. Oh, monster hit. What a way to end it. Bo knows football. Beckett authenticated, autographed Raiders photo. Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. There we go. The Raiders. What a hit. Mark, what a hit. Bo Jackson. Nice. Nice hit right there to end the night. Bo knows football. Boom. Boom. All right. Mark that and then see who's got the giveaways here. All right. So we got Falcons, Raiders, Chargers, and Steelers for the giveaways. Alright, let me do this here. Alright, Mike W. Falcons. Mike, is Mike the only correct guess? Hey, Ron, have a great one. Thank you for breaking them, man. I hope you enjoy these. Alright, Mike, I think you're the only correct guess. That's crazy. Hey, you guys are all welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. And if it's any solace, if you ever get a skunk, I still send stuff out in the mail. And then know that it does go benefit my daughter's 529 college fund. So I know that doesn't really affect you necessarily, but I appreciate my daughter will one day. All right, Mike W. Mike W. I promise no whammies. All good stuff here. Mike, let's go. There's no whammies in any of these boxes for you here. And let's have it all be good stuff. Hey, you're very welcome. Thank you for the kind words. It's been a trying few weeks, but this stuff is very nice to help get my mind off of some of that stuff, so thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Alright, Mike W., you get to pick a box of mystery. Silver, Shark, and Police. No whammies. I will have the stuff up on the website within a couple minutes of me getting off here for next Friday, too. Silver it is, Mike, you got it. Alright, so inside of the Shark was a pack of Chronicles 2022. Inside the Police was a pack of Pacific 2024. Nice pack right there. Alright, Mike, here we go. Silver it is. Oh, here we go. It is the Jumbo 2015. There are 4 packs in here, Mike. Let's go. Let's see if we can get you an auto. 2015 Prism Draft Picks. There are 4 packs in here. Alright, let's open all 4 of these. Right there. First pack. Let's get a big one. Alright. How about a Tom Brady? Joe Flacco. Jesse James, rookie. It was a touchdown. I'm telling you right now. And Shane Carden. All right, I've heard a few of those names. We'll put it there. All right, second pack. Jamal Charles. There's a silver prism. Brandon Scherf, rookie. Melvin Gordon, rookie. There you go. That's a nice rookie pull. And a Michael Pruitt, rookie. Melvin Gordon had a good career. All right, here we go. Ooh. Oh, there's a great auto in here, Mike. As a Pitt Panther fan, it's a great. I like it a lot. J.J. Nelson. Mario Edwards, rookie. There's an auto. There's only 3 cards in this pack. There's supposed to be 4, but you'll take it. There's an auto there. T.J. Clemmings. I think he was a draft pick of the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I think he was a Vikings draft pick. But very cool. T.J. Clemmings, rookie. All right, here we go, Mike. Last pack. All prisms. There's a Darren Sproles, a Paul Dawson, rookie, and a Shane Carden prism parallel to the Shane Carden that you had earlier. Hey, but you got an auto out of it to end the night, Mike, so I think we'll take that. And a guy that had a decent career in the NFL as well. So congratulations, Mike, and thank you guys to all of you for breaking. Have a great weekend. See you guys next week. I will be doing quite a bit of traveling, so I'll do my best to catch up with you guys. Take care, guys. I appreciate every one of you too. Hey, you're welcome, Mike. Congrats.